Oh my gosh, I think emotes are finally working. Let's see, can I get a pog? Oh my goodness, there we go. That makes me happy. Hello everybody, I'm Thomas, and welcome back to another Solo Gaming Sunday. This week, Fantastic Factory Edition, where I'll be returning to a favorite of mine, Fantastic Factories, the engine building, dice placement, card drafting game designed by Joseph Chen and Justin Faulkner. I've played this many times on the channel, I think like at least 12, probably like closer to 13, 14 times. So I played this a lot, and it's still probably one of my favorite games. I love a good engine building game, and I think this one is quite fun. So I'm looking forward to just playing some more of this. It's been a while, so I think it should be a good time. Hello there, Mark Tizzy. No problem for introducing you to the game. I'm really glad that you like the idea of it. I mean, I think this is a great game. I think it's pretty underrated in the solo gaming community. I mean, it gets some amount of love. I mean, I heard about it from probably some Reddit thread or something, but I think it's one of my favorite engine building games, and I just think it's an awesome game. So it's a fantastic game, I guess you could say. But yeah, I'm looking forward to playing it, and I'm super happy. Got emotes working in the chat finally. So if you want to see the emotes in chat and use them, I think you need to have the Better TTV extension for your web browser, and then you can see the emotes and use them. Because yeah, if not, then you might just see the text that I put earlier. But if you have the extension, then it will show the emotes, which is something I've been wanting to get working for a while, and I finally figured it out for the most part. Still a little tweaking I want to do, some extra emotes I want to add, but finally got it, so I'm pretty hyped about that. Hello there, Malcherie. It would be interesting, you playing against yourself instead of the machine, then your score would be the lowest of the two hands. Interesting. So like I play a game and then play another game, or do I like play once for myself and then like have another tableau over here for myself? Because that would be interesting, though. I'll be honest. I mean, most of the time when I play against the machine, I mean, one thing I like is that it has different levels of difficulty. And so I usually play against the insane difficulty, which is the highest. And usually that is a really good challenge for me. I would say I'd win maybe half the time, maybe like around that. So I think it's like a good, it's the insane difficulty is like a good challenge, I feel like, for me, because I'm definitely not winning all the time, but I think it's usually close enough that like it's usually pretty fun. Can you compare this to any other games? That's both tableaus in one game. Okay. So this game, I mean, it's an engine building game, so I would describe it kind of like, I mean, it's an engine building game, so like Jump Drive, like I have up here, that's a good kind of example. But in this game, you do have some resources. You have like energy and metal that you build cards with. It's not just cards from your hand. And the one thing I like about this is the whole dice placement aspect. You have like little headquarters over here, and you'll be placing and rolling your little worker dice each time to do some stuff. So I think it just has a lot of, there's card kind of drafting mechanics, not really, but you can kind of hate draft a little bit. And yeah, I don't know. I think it's a really fun game, and it has a lot of cool little things. Closest, yeah, I would guess like a Jump Drive or like a Race for the Galaxy is my best comparison, but there's probably better ones out there that actually have dice. I guess Roll for the Galaxy might be a little bit closer since that actually uses dice, but I don't know. I think it's fairly unique, I think, with a lot of how it runs and just the different aspects of it. So yeah. Okay, so yeah, both tableaus in one, it would remove the randomness of the machine. Yeah, maybe I'll have to give that a shot because I don't know, the machine puts up a pretty good challenge, but playing against myself, that could also be pretty fun. Hello there, KDK. Happy Sunday to you too. Yes, more Fantastic Factories. I haven't played this game in a while, at least on the channel. So I was like, I need to play it some more because it's just still one of my favorites, I think. You just backed the Creature Caverna game. It kind of reminds me of this. Oh, interesting. I assume that's new if you just backed it. I didn't realize there was a Caravan. I misread that. I thought that was Caverna. I was like, Caverna I thought was like a kind of, it's an Uwe game, I'm pretty sure. But okay, Creature Caravan game. Got it. Well, yeah, I don't have any great comparisons, but maybe that's a good one. Like I said, maybe Roll for the Galaxy is another kind of like this, but I think this is a lot lighter. It's a pretty easy game, but it has a lot of strategy and whatnot to it. I like it though. It's one of my favorites. The art, some people don't like the art. I like it. You got the little like Lego people looking stuff, and it has a very colorful and I don't know, nice, just cartoonish art. But I don't mind personally. And it has a playmat, which playmats are kind of my board game. My weakness. Like some people love miniatures and some people love, special promos, but a good playmat, I'm a sucker for a good playmat. So I like the playmat in this too because it works pretty well. Last Day, I think. Oh, from the Sleeping God designer. Okay. See, I haven't tried Sleeping Gods, but I've heard many good things. And yeah, the art in it's pretty cool. And so it's a bigger game though, so I'm curious. I'll have to maybe go check that out if it's the last day. If it's like this, I mean, I like this game a lot, so maybe I'll have to go check that out. Well, let's just kind of hop right into a little bit of Fantastic Factory. So I'll do a real quick rules overview for those who are new to this game. I've played this many times on my channel, so there's plenty of playthroughs of me playing this in the past. But I'll do a real quick rules overview. So in this game, you're trying to get the most points. You do that by producing goods. Goods count as kind of victory points, and also buildings have like prestige level that gives you victory points. So it's your end score is kind of your goods plus whatever points are on your buildings. So you'll be building buildings and hopefully using those buildings to produce goods. I'll be playing against the AI here. They kind of have their own way of doing stuff. So on my turn, well, first off, at some point, I'll choose one of these corporations from one of the expansions because I will be playing with those. So I'll have that, and that tells me like what my starting cards and resources are and gives me also like an extra ability. But pretty much each round starts with the market phase where I can either choose any of the buildings here just to grab, or there are these contractors with really cool abilities, and you have to discard a card that has a matching symbol up here. So a lot of these cards at the top have a little symbol that's either the hammer, wrench, gear, or shovel. And so if I want to hire this miner, I would have to have a blue symbol to discard to hire them. So that's the market phase. I always do that every round. And then after that is the main, what is it called? The work phase, where I roll up my 4 worker dice, I roll them up, and then I do whatever I want with these workers. So you have your headquarters here. They're kind of your default actions that you can always do. You have your research, which lets you draw cards, no matter what the value is placed on it. You can place any value. You have generate, where you generate energy. You can only place a 1, 2, or 3 there, but then that generates that many energies. So if you place a 1 there, you get 1 energy, a 3, you get 3 energy. And then you also have your mining area down here. So a 4, 5, or 6 can go here, and those will give you 1 metal each. There also are these match bonuses for your headquarters. So, okay, if I place a 4 there, that gets me 1 metal. But if I place a second 4 there, that gets me a metal because it's another 4. But then since these match, you get an extra. So this would give me 3 metal total instead of just 2. If I had another one, then I could place that down here. That'd give me 3 base metal, and then I'd also get 2 for the match bonus. So if you match the dice up that you use in your headquarters, you get a little something extra. Besides that, I'll also be using my dice on hopefully the buildings I build to help produce goods and whatnot. But the headquarters have some pretty good actions that I'll be doing throughout the game. Besides that, that's the bulk of how my turns will go. I guess, am I forgetting anything? I can't have more than 10 cards or 12 total resources at the end of my hand, but that doesn't really happen too often. And then the machine goes. So the machine has these 5 different areas where they'll be laying the different types of cards down. The machine has different difficulties you can play against. So I am playing against the hardest difficulty, which is the insane difficulty. So they start with 5 cards already in their tableau, which makes it kind of a little bit more tricky. And how the machine works, I love the AI in this game because it's super straightforward. It takes like max maybe 30 seconds to do their turns. You roll up all their colored dice. The green dice dictates which card they're going to grab. So in this case, the 2 would be the city park, and they add that to their monuments. And then all you do for the other dice is check if the value is less than or equal to the number of cards they have. So they have 1 purple dice, so they would score for purple. They have 3 blue, so they would score for blue. 3 yellow, they would not score for yellow, so they would score 2 points. And that's it. That's the machine's turn. And then it would go back to my turn. The machine also, on a 5, will draw the top card of the deck and wipe out all the buildings. On a 6, top card of the deck, they reset all the contractors. And also on a 6, they can sabotage a building in my compound. So sabotage is one of the mechanics that the expansion, one of the expansions adds, where essentially if I have, I'm just gonna grab like this biolab. If I had this biolab built, if they were to sabotage it, I place this little marker over top of where I'd normally place my dice or wherever down here. And essentially I have to place a dice of any value on here to start repairing it. And it's basically, once it's repaired, the next time my turn comes back around, it'll be repaired and I can use it again. So it's kind of, it puts it out of commission for basically a turn while I repair it. Besides that, that's pretty much it. I do have the option here. This little part of the mat is showing that I can spend any resource to kind of reset the market, whether the buildings or the contractors. So if I have an energy, I can spend that to reset the contractors, or I could spend like a metal to reset all the buildings. Last little thing I will talk about is there are these vitamin tokens, which were added in one of the expansions, which I personally think both expansions are pretty essential for this game. And if not, the ones that add the vitamins, I feel like is the most important in my mind, because the vitamins allow you to change value on the dice. So they let you either subtract 1 or add 1, which I think some amount of kind of luck mitigation is pretty important when it comes to dice games like this. So I think that's a pretty crucial aspect to kind of add to this game. But besides that, I think that's pretty much it for the rules overview. There's really not a crazy amount to go over. And I'm trying to remember if I'm forgetting anything. I think that's it. So check it out. The art is amazing. Oh, okay. Do you have a favorite card that you take every time that comes up? Yes, I have multiple favorites. I've played this game enough that I've started recognizing some cards I really like. I really like I'm gonna start forgetting the name of them. The crystals. I forget what they're called. They're like something crystals that basically give you a vitamin every turn. I really like the Enigma engine, I think it's called. It's the one that lets you basically convert resources to other resources. I really like that. If I can get stuff early enough, I really like cards like the solar array that give you resources after building stuff. I usually don't go for monuments too often. And those are the main ones. I do like the robots also. I like the robots or the drones that give you extra dice. Extra dice are always very handy to have in this game. So that's always a thing I look out for. And I forget which card it is. Maybe it's the Mega Factory. I do like the ones that are a little bit trickier to get. We have to get like all 3 of the same dice, but then you get a lot of resources and another dice to roll. Those are pretty neat. So I kind of have a lot of favorites. But those are probably some of the ones I always kind of look out for. And the contractors, there are some good ones, there's some bad ones. I normally like the ones that just give you extra dice to roll. So like the specialist here, you can gain a dice of any value. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I think I will go ahead and start by choosing my corporation options. So these corporations were added in one of the 2 expansions, and they give you some extra value, extra cool like abilities, and choose your starting stuff. Oh boy, I got 2-3 complexities. So I got STC Global. This says you may discard training cards for their activation effect and gain resources equal to their build cost, or I could go with deep blue. When building, you may discard an additional blueprint with a matching symbol to reduce the build cost by 2. I'm gonna go with deep blue. That one is kind of, I don't know, I'm not a huge fan of either of those, if I'm being honest. I don't know. I don't even start with any resource in this one. I just get to draw 9 and keep 2 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Boom. All right, so decent selection, 9 cards. I would get to keep 2. Okay, so there's the Enigma engine. I do like Strange Crystals. That was the card I was thinking about. So I got 2 of my favorite cards right off the bat, which is pretty great, but I'm not probably going to be able to build them. And it's especially like, I don't want to, against the AI, you really can't dilly-dally too much, and you really got to start getting VP and getting stuff produced pretty much right away. Which makes me almost want to grab, like, the manufacturer I also really like, because you get good, and then you also get some extra stuff of your choice. You can either get metal, energy, or cards. I only get to keep 2? Man, that sucks. All right, well, I guess I'll get rid of all those other cards. I heard a noise. All right, and now it's my first turn. So market phase, I can either hire a contractor, which I don't want to because I would have to discard one of my cards, and I like both of them. So just grab something here. I will probably grab the obelisk so I can build the Enigma engine first. Even though I do like the Strange Crystals, I feel like it's probably a better idea to build the Enigma engine first. So first work phase, let me roll up my workers. I got 2 1s, a 4, and a 6. So 2 1s will probably go a decent way to get me some cards if I need it. Right now, God, I keep forgetting I have no resources to start. That kind of sucks. I guess I could get some energy with that. I wouldn't have enough. Huh. Let me think about this for a second. So I could put both of these ones here. That would get me 2 energy, plus the match bonus would get me 3 energy total, which is pretty handy, because I need at least 3 for that. I guess I'll use the 6 down here in the mine to get me a metal, and then the 4 in my research to draw a card, and it is a battery factory. It's not what I wanted to see, because that means I can't build the Enigma engine this turn. I'm too broke. I'm like I guess maybe I should have put that other down here and just grabbed the metal. I was kind of banking on being able to draw another blue card, and then I can use my ability. Maybe it wasn't the best play, but that is my first turn. To the machine's first turn. We'll see what kind of crazy stuff they're doing. They're grabbing the biolab. See, it sucks that they already started with 3 cards in their production, because that means they're going to be getting points pretty much right off the bat. So a 2 in the purple, no points. They get 1 point there, and a 3, they score a none. So they produce 1 good, and it's back to my turn. I guess I'll kind of place these right there. Okay, so now I can maybe also grab that Nexus, because that's an orange symbol, so I can help build the Strange Crystals next round. That would be nice. Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that, because I do want to get the Strange Crystals going, because having those vitamins are extremely helpful. Having some sort of way to change the dice just a little bit is very nice. So I got a 2, 4, 5, and a 6. Okay, so I guess I'll put the 5 down here. That gets me a metal. And then with that, I have enough to build the Enigma engine, so I will put that up here. Costs all of my resources, but I think it'll be worth it. So if I want to build the Strange Crystal, I definitely can do that, because I can discard the battery station using the Enigma engine to generate 4 energy, doing that. There's 4 energy. And then I can place both of these down here. I wish I already had vitamins, because I could get the matching bonus and get a lot more metal. But I'll place both of those down there. Well, hold on. Maybe I don't want to, because that's still not going to be enough. I'm still going to be 1 metal short, unless I put both of them into research, drawing cards, and hope I draw another orange card. I think that's a better option, I think. So I'll put both the 4 and the 6 up there. I'll draw 2 cards to see if I get an orange. It's a pink card and an orange card. All right, that paid off. Cool. That's fantastic. Because now I don't need... Wait. Maybe I'll use the 2 instead of the 6, because I forgot I still am going to need at least 1 metal. That's my bad. Because you can put any dice up there, because then I can discard the Nexus and discard this to get an extra 2 discount. So now I'll only need to pay 1 metal and 2 energy. Right? Okay. Yeah. And I'll just put this, I don't know, like right there. And that'll start working next round, which is great. I have not produced a single good, which is not great, but next round, that'll be the priority. Is now that I got my Enigma engine and strange crystals, I can start maybe getting some goods, but right now I also don't have any production buildings built, so that's an issue, but we'll deal with that as it comes. So they draw the top card of the deck, which is an obelisk, and then they're wiping out the market, which I am perfectly fine with because I wasn't loving any of those cards. Okay, there's a mega factory. That's definitely a way to get resources. Purple, they don't score for. Blue, they do not. Yellow, they do not. So that's it for their turn. Pretty short and easy. Okay. Could hire a contractor with my pink card, but not really feeling it. I think I'm just going to grab that mega factory because I need to start getting some points and some goods produced. Yeah. So I will roll up my workers. Hope for something decent. Okay. 1, 2, 5, and a 6. And also, it's the beginning of my work phase, so my strange crystals will activate, giving me a vitamin, which is very nice. What do I need to build this mega factory? 3 metal and 2 energy. I already have the 2 energy, so I need the 3 metal. I also don't even have the cards to build it, so I'm gonna put my 1 and 2 in research so I can draw 2 cards. Okay, there's another orange. That's good, but I'm not gonna be able to get the discount. But that's fine. I don't even need the discount. Because watch this. So then I can use my vitamin to change this 6 or that 5 to a 6, put both 6s in the mine, and that'll get me 3 metal. So I'm chilling. 3 metal right there. And then that's enough to build the mega factory. 3 metal and 2 energy. I'm gonna put this up there. I don't know why I put it down there. And that's all my resources currently, but at least I have a way to start producing goods. So that's good. Then I can use my Enigma engine. I think I probably will to at least turn one of my cards into some energy. I just don't know which one would be better. I guess probably the pink card. I will discard and turn into 4 energy, which is quite a bit, considering I have none right now. And that'll be it for my turn. So still haven't produced any goods yet, but that's maybe gonna be okay. We'll see. Just doing a lot of setup. That's what I'm telling myself. So they are grabbing the harvester and adding that to their utility section. Purple, they don't score for. Blue, they do not. And yellow, they do not. Okay, I'm getting kind of lucky with this so far. They've only scored 1 point, but they also have, I mean, they're scoring points every time they add cards to their little tableau here, so that's an issue. Back to my turn. I kind of think I'm going to use my scrapyard to hire the specialist. Specialist lets you gain an extra dice value, a dice of any value, anytime during the next work phase. So I think that will come in handy because I would like to try to start activating the mega factory I built, but I need 3 dice of the same value to do that. So let's see if I'm able to do something close to it. I got a 4, 4, 3, and a 6. Yeah, that'll work. I also get a vitamin from my strange crystal. And then, yeah, I guess I will go ahead and think about what exactly I want to do here. Because I could just bring in a 4, and that would probably be pretty good. Yeah, so I'll make this specialist into a 4 dice. I'll go ahead and discard her. Put all my 4s here, and finally produced my first goods, and it's 2 of them. And then also I gain an extra dice of any value this turn. Just pretty sweet. I will make this, I think, a... I don't know. Maybe a 6? I'll make it a 6 and put both 6s down here to get 3 metal. And then I will use... yeah, I'll use one of the metal with my Enigma engine to draw 2 cards. To get the assembly line and the oil well. Okay. And then finally I have this 3, which I'll probably just use to generate some energy. I don't really need it at the moment, but I mean, I'll take it. I think that's it for my turn. So that worked out pretty good. Slowly starting to get some stuff produced finally. And then back to the machine. So let's see what they're doing. Uh-oh, that's a 6. So that means they're drawing the top card of the deck. It's in a monument. They're wiping out all the contractors, which at least I'm glad I got the one I wanted before that happened. And then they'll be sabotaging my... Though they always target whichever of my buildings produce the most goods. That's why I'm just placing the goods I produce on the building. So that's going to be my mega factory that they came after and sabotaged, which is kind of messed up. Purple, they don't score for. Blue, they are. Yellow, they are not. So just 1 point for them. Bringing them up to 2 goods. I don't think I mentioned this earlier, but the game does end either when either of us score 12 or have produced 12 goods, or when I have 10 buildings in my compound, my factory. So we got time, but it's gonna start creeping up on us. So need to keep an eye out for that. Oh, looking at these workers up here. Well, I need a new way to produce some goods. I don't really like these. I like having one of them that's like a lot of dice, but then I really like having some of like the biolab, the airport, the nuclear plant that just require 1 dice. And they give you some goods. That's kind of what I'm on the lookout for. So you know what? Maybe I'll... Oh, but there is a robot there. The robot I do like. Yeah, maybe I'll grab the robot. Well, yeah, I guess. Decisions. Because I could grab them. I could have wiped out the market and grabbed something else. I could have hired the apprentice. Lots of options. Probably made the wrong decision, but, well, we'll see. I rolled a 1, 2, 2, and a 3. Strange crystals will give me an extra vitamin. Let me think about what I want to do. Well, I think the first thing is I'm going to put both of these 2s into research so I can draw 3 cards and get the academy. Ooh, I do like the academy. The lighthouse and the lighthouse. Okay. Well, maybe I'll go ahead and build the academy, and I'll discard both lighthouses, so then I will get a 2 discount because of my corporation here, so it only costs me a single metal to build this. And the academy is pretty cool. I can discard training cards, which are the red ones, and it'll give me a good plus a vitamin. So that's something. What else can I do? I'm kind of good on energy. I need more cards. I guess maybe I will use a vitamin to change my 1 to a 2, and also put that in research to draw 2 more cards. Oh, Skunkworks. I do like Skunkworks. I can't build it at the moment. Vending machine, I also kind of like. It lets you gain a vitamin after building a card, but the issue is I'm already going to be almost halfway through my compound, so I don't know if it's worth it at this point, but I don't know. And I also have this 3 left over. Hello there, Wookie. Happy Sunday. Currently just building out my factory, trying to beat the machine. So far, it's a little slow going. So for this first game. So I have this 3. I could generate some energy. I also have the Enigma engine I can use to get some cards. Not loving these options, if I'm being honest. I don't know. you got this game because of my playthroughs. Really? Well, that's awesome to hear. I think this game's great, so I'm glad to hear that it's getting some more love, because I do think it's a good game, and also I feel like it's pretty underrated as far as solo games go. Did you get the expansions or just the base game? I'm kind of curious, because I think when I got this, I got in a bundle with the expansions, so I've never played really without the expansions, but I also think I wouldn't really want to now that I have them, because I think they add so much to the game. I'm gonna use the Enigma engine to discard my metal and draw 2 cards. So I get the cannery. Oh, I do like the cannery and the trash compactor. I do like the trash compactor. Getting lots of good cards here. Yeah, the cannery, I guess I can build and use. Okay. Yeah, watch this, because I can discard the vending machine because I need to do that. And I can also discard the oil well to get a -2 discount. So now it's only going to cost me 2 energy, which I definitely have. And then I could place my 3 in there. That'll get me a good and... Oh, I just realized something. Well, I could place some in there, but my mega factory still needs repaired. I guess I'll use this 3 to repair the mega factory. I'm not going to get any cannery points this round. That sucks. And I'll go ahead and refresh that, and that's going to be it for my turn. You got it with the expansions and playmat. Awesome. That's, yeah. I think, yeah, expansions are great, and like I said, I'm a sucker for the playmat. I think it's pretty good. Haven't opened the multiplayer expansion yet because solo. Which one's the multi? Is that the sabotage one? I forget what that's called. Subterfuge? Yeah, it's manufactions and subterfuge. So I mean, both expansions add stuff for solo. There's new cards and whatnot, but there are some cards you do have to take out specifically for solo. I think that's from that expansion, but yeah, I think it still adds lots of stuff. But that's it for my turn. My mega factory is being repaired after it got sabotaged. So let's hope nothing else gets sabotaged. Grabbing the power plant. Man, where are all the red cards? They haven't put any in their tableau. I kind of need them if I want to use my academy. Oh, they rolled low. Purple, they're not scoring for. Blue, they are. Yellow, they are not. So just 1 point. I'll take that. They're going pretty slow too, but they have a lot of cards. The red one. Okay, yeah, it's the subterfuge. Okay, back to my turn. At this point, my mega factory is fully repaired. I do also have 1 of each card, so I could hire any of the apprentices up there, and maybe I will go ahead, or the contractors, and I'll hire the apprentice, which lets me draw a card and roll an extra card at the start, or an extra dice at the start of the work phase. So my card, I got strange crystals again. Well, I already got one going, but that's fine. Which I'll go ahead and use just so I don't forget about. And then I get an extra dice to roll up. Sweet. Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Well, that's pretty good because I can use my vitamin to change the 4 to a 5 and put all 3 5s in the mega factory. That'll get me 2 goods produced and another dice of any value. I'm gonna place that like on the mega factory right now because I don't know what I want. Because I already have a 3 to put in the cannery, so like I'll go ahead and do that to generate a good and a vitamin. I also still have the Enigma engine to use. I think I will use the Enigma engine to convert 2 energy to 2 metal because I don't have any metal, and that's kind of an issue. Then I'll place this 2 up here to draw a card. It's the Biolab. Okay, I do like the Biolab. And I'll probably make my universal extra dice another 2 so I can draw 2 more cards. Hopefully I get something good. I get the Promenade and the Manufactory. Interesting. I was really hoping for a blue blueprint card so I can build out the robot that I have in my hand, but clearly that's not happening. I also haven't drawn any training cards, so I can't activate the academy. Not going great. Have you ever done a top 10 solo games? I have not. The closest to that I've done is, I think it was towards the beginning of this year in like January. I did a video where I went through and ranked all the games in my collection using the website PubMeeple, where you like do a lot of side-by-side comparisons, and it'll kind of give you a list of everything together. So I have done that, but there are a lot of non-solo games in that. But yeah, maybe, I don't know. Would that be something that you'd be interested in? I might have to do maybe just a solo only, top 10 video. Which I do plan on probably doing another one of those videos where I go through my whole collection. I mean, probably in January again. Maybe I'll just make that like a once a year thing, where once a year I kind of go through my whole collection and kind of rank them in PubMeeple, because I thought that was pretty fun. And it gave me some interesting results, which I think were pretty accurate to how I feel. Though there were some games I think were higher or lower than they should have been. But that was it for my turn. Let's see what the bot's doing. We're grabbing the Phantom card. Okay. And they're scoring purple, they are not. Blue, they are. Yellow, they are not. So 1 point. All right. This is a slow going game. I'm fine with that because I've been moving pretty slow too. All right, well, back to my turn. I still don't have any blue cards to build my robot, which sucks. So maybe I will spend an energy to wipe out all the cards in the market and see what my new options are. Okay, there's a blue one. I will grab the warehouse. Ooh, the fettuccine factory. I do like the fettuccine factory. I like one of the cards that give you vitamins and goods. And this one gives you good, vitamin, and lets you roll an extra dice for only the value of 2 dice. So that seems pretty like a good value to me. Maybe I'll have to grab that card if it's still available later. But I want to get this this robot going. So I also got to activate strange crystals to get a vitamin. Okay, well, let me go ahead and do this. So I'll spend the warehouse to build the robot over here. And that costs me a metal and an energy to build. And then I will spend a metal to activate it. The robot allows me to roll an extra dice. So that's, oh, and it's a 6. That is just the thing I needed. 666 to activate the Mega Factory. That was extremely lucky because I was like, if not, I guess I would have enough vitamins to change that 3 to a 6, but that makes my life a whole lot easier. So now I get an extra dice that I'll have to do something with. I think it'd be fun video to hear of your favorites. Okay, yeah, maybe I'll have to do maybe a separate video or something. Yeah, I definitely plan on sometime earlier next year. I'll do another one of those PubMeeples where I go through and rank my. I think I'm gonna split it up a little bit. I think I'm gonna do a video just for board games and card games or whatever. And then I'll do a separate video for RPGs. And then I might do even another separate video for doing like a PubMeeple ranking of all the games that I've played that are just using a standard 52 deck of cards. So I think sometime earlier next year, I might do kind of 3 of those videos, but then maybe I'll combine them into taking my favorites from kind of each of those and making my favorite top 10 games that includes board games, RPGs, and card games that you could play with just a deck of cards. That could be pretty cool, just having a little bit of everything. Yeah, I'll have to think about that. But I still have a lot to do here, and I don't even know where I want to begin. I could build the Skunk Works. What else do I have? I have the Biolab. I do like the Biolab. Skunk Works, that requires metal, but then that gives me cards. I already have cards. Okay. I think I might make this dice into a 3 to generate 3 energy. I'm gonna only grab 1 energy because then I'm gonna convert the other 2 into 2 metal with my Enigma engine. So now I got 2 metal, 2 energy, bunch of vitamins. I'm sitting okay. Then I will use this 3 over here in my cannery to produce another good and get me another vitamin. So right now I'm at 2, 4, 6, 8 good. So slowly getting there. Probably by, I don't know, maybe next turn I might, well, that's 3. So maybe 2 more turns I have. Hopefully I can build some other stuff. Skunk Works, I can't really build. I could build the Biolab though. Can't afford Skunk Works. So yeah, maybe I'll build the Biolab. So I'll discard both of my orange cards so I can get a discount of 2. So it'll only cost me 2 energy. build. Or maybe I'll make it 1 energy and 1 metal. I'll do that. That's a little bit better because I need to still hold on to an energy to actually activate it because it requires a 1 value dice and spending an energy to get a good produced. Sweet. All right. I've got a couple more ways to produce goods, so that's always nice to have. And I think that's going to be it for my turn. Gather up all my dice. A lot of extra this time from the robot and from my mega factory. And back to the machine's turn. We're getting close here. They're grabbing the 4th. Oh, they took the fettuccine factory. That's messed up. I was thinking about grabbing that. They are not scoring for purple. They are scoring for blue. They are not scoring for yellow. So just 1. Okay. It's fine with me. Sounds like a great end of the year wrap up kind of video series. Okay. Yeah. Maybe I'll do that then. Yeah, it's back to my turn, and I don't have much of an idea of what I want to do. Oh, there is a specialist up there. Maybe I'll grab them. Maybe try to build the skunk works. Yeah. Okay, so I will discard my pink card to hire the specialist. I'll put them down here. Specialist allows me to gain an extra dice value of any value. So that's pretty handy. Let me go ahead and I'll spend my metal to go ahead and roll my robot dice extra and go ahead and activate the strange crystals to give me an extra vitamin, which I have so many, which is so handy. I should be able to get whatever I need. So I have 2 5s, a 4, a 1, and a 2. That almost couldn't be a better roll. And I still have an extra dice here. I can use a vitamin to change this 4 to a 5. Where's the 5? Put all 3 5s over here. Mega Factory has been activated. That gives me 2 goods. Gives me, what, 8 total so far there. And an extra value dice. I also still have an extra value dice here from this guy. Maybe I'll go ahead and use them as a 3 over here to activate the cannery. And that'll give me a good and a vitamin. Now I'm like out of resources, which isn't ideal. If I want to build the skunk works, I need 1 metal and 3 energy. Let me think about how I can do this. So I can use this dice I haven't used from my Mega Factory down here to get the metal. And I still need 3 energy, but that is pretty doable because I can use vitamin, change this 2 to a 3, and put that there, and that gets me 3 energy. And then I'll discard this to build the skunk works. Hopefully that's still on the screen. Cool. And there goes my metal, 3 energy. We're all good there. Yeah, I guess the last thing to do is I can, well, shoot. I was going to activate the biolab, but I can't because I need energy to do that. I mean, I guess I could put the 1 in research to draw a card. That gets me the harbor, and then I can use the Enigma engine to discard that card, and that gets me 4 energy. And I also think I have reached my end game trigger. So I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, so we'll finish up this round and then 1 more turn, and that's gonna be it for this first game. I'm curious to see how this is gonna end because I felt like I've been going at a real slow start, but also the machine has not been getting too many points and only has 2 monuments, so that's I don't know. We'll see how that ends up. Next, the machine is going to grab the top card of the deck. Oh, it's another monument, of course. And it's a 5, so they're wiping out the market of cards. Oh, there's a training card. I think that's like one of the first I've seen this entire game. Maybe I'll actually be able to activate my academy on the final round. As far as what they're scoring for, purple they are not, blue they are, yellow they are not. So just 1 point again. That's surprising. Not complaining, I'm just surprised. I'll move those away. I'm getting some games from my neighbor tomorrow. He picked up for me at, oh, Essenspiel. Okay. One of them is the new Friedman Fries solo game, Freaky Frogs from Outer Space. Interesting. I've not heard of that. I've definitely heard of Friedman, though I'm drawing a blank on what other games they've done. That's cool you're getting some games from them. I'd really like to go to Essen at some point, maybe next year. You know, I went to Gen Con this year, which is a ton of fun, and that's a lot closer for me. Essen is kind of another country away, so that would be definitely a bit more of a trip for me, but it would be cool to go to at some point. Freaky Frogs from Outer Space. That's an interesting name for a game. Friday. Oh, I have the. It's right back here. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. I guess it's back to my market phase. I'm gonna grab that medical school to actually activate my academy for one single time. All his games start with the letter F. Really? Well, that's. I mean, if his name's Friedman first, then I guess that checks out. Is it Friedman Fries? I think it's Fries, not Price. I don't know. Oh, it's almost a good roll for me. Okay, so I got 6, 6, a 4, and a 1. I guess I can activate my strange crystal to get me another vitamin. Go ahead and discard the medical school to activate my academy, which gets me a good and a vitamin. I got tons of vitamins. So great. Because now I can use 2 of them to change this 4 to a 6, wherever the 6 is. Pull all 3 6s on my Mega Factory to activate that again, getting me another 2 goods and a dice that I can use for whatever. Then what do I want? Okay, I know what I want to do, because then I want to use the Enigma engine to convert 2 of my energy to metal, but then I'll spend 1 of that metal to activate the good old robot to hopefully get me a decent extra dice. That's exactly what I was hoping for, a 3. All right. So I can use the 3 over here to generate another good and a vitamin, which I don't really need more vitamins, but I'll take it. Then I can use my 1 over here on the biolab. I have to spend an energy to activate it. That just gets me a good there. And then finally, I have my extra dice from the Mega Factory, which I can turn into a 2 and spend that on the Skunk Works. I have to spend a metal to activate it, but that will get me a good and 2 cards. Gives me a Gymnasium and a Megalith, which I don't think I could do much with because I've already used up all my stuff. So I think that is going to be it for my final turn. I think I got a decent amount of extra points there in the end, but guess we'll see. So for those who are watching right now, is your favorite game point? So Parks in the expansion. Oh, Parks. That's the. Okay, I know that game. I haven't played it, but Legacy of You also. That's the Garfield game, right? Like the same people that made Hadrian's Wall. I'm curious how that compares because I haven't seen too much of it, but I really liked Hadrian's Wall, so maybe I need to check that out. All right, Machine's final round. They're grabbing the quarry. And what are they scoring for? Purple, no. Blue, yes. Yellow, no. So just 1? What? You guys here. Jonesy wants to say hi. She's trying to play some Fantastic Factories. She's chirping away. Yeti. Okay. I don't think she wants to play Fantastic Factories. She just wanted to annoy me. So where were we? So yeah, they got 1 point for blue, no points for yellow or purple. They don't have a single training card, so that's all they're getting. And with that, that is the final round of the first game. Let's tally up the total. So let's start with my stuff because I'm curious what I have. So going for the buildings first. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then adding on all the extra stuff. 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 18, 20, 22, 24, 25. 25 is a good score. That's enough of a score to possibly beat the machine, but let's see what they have. So they get 1 point for all their building and 2 points for their monuments. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 15, 17, 18, 20, 22, 24. Oh, I think I beat him by just 1 point. Let me triple check my score. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 18, 20, 20, 22, 4, 5. Yeah, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think I beat him by 1 point. That is a close game. This is why I like playing against the machine on the Insane AI, because it always comes down to like maybe 3 points of like either I just barely win or just barely lose. Like I've played this game enough that I think Insane is like just the right difficulty for me. And yeah, the Mega Factory really came through. I mean, that produced 10 goods. Cannery produced 4. Academy and Skunkworks I got online a little bit later, so they didn't do as much. And I had the Strange Crystal and the Enigma Edge. Some of my favorite cards within the first few turns, so that worked out pretty well. All right, well, that was game number 1 with the Deep Blue Corporation. That's a win, I guess. I mean, that's a good start, you know? It would suck to start with a loss, but I'll take what I can get. Let me reset this all and we'll start up another game. Like Siege of Valeria a lot. Lots of dice manipulation. I have not. Siege of Valeria, I don't think I've ever heard of. You think Legacy of You is better than Adrian's Wall? That's a bold statement. Adrian's Wall is pretty great. Had a lot of fun playing through the campaign. Some of them were really tough though. Some of those forts. Hadrian's Wall is a good one. I haven't played it in a little bit. Maybe I need to do a Hadrian's Wall campaign sometimes, or another like stream sometime soon. I've been playing Spirit Island lately. It's been kicking my butt, but I'm determined to get good. My brain's not made for Spirit Island. Spirit Island, I still don't know about that game. I don't think it's a game for me. The more I've played it, the more I'm like, yeah, personally, I don't really like the game that much. I'm not saying it's a bad game. Not saying that at all. I'm just saying I don't really like it. And maybe like I've also heard the expansion adds a lot with I know there's a lot of like tokens and well, I guess there's probably multiple expansions at this point, but I forget what the first one is, but I've heard good things and it's a well-made game and I like the components and the art and like I love asymmetric player powers, so like having all the different abilities on the different, I guess, what do you call them? The different spirits, is really cool for sure. Okay, these are probably shuffling out. There's so many cards with both the expansions. This deck is pretty thick, but also like I went through not quite half, but pretty close. So definitely was needed to have. I guess it's not needed, but there's just a lot of variety of cards, which I do like. Spirit Island hurts my brain. Yeah, there's some games that just hurt my brain to play. Like even though it's not a big game, I like Sprawlopolis breaks my brain every time I play it. Like maybe I just haven't played it enough, but I feel like that's one of those games that's just like every time I play it, I'm like, I'm struggling here. That game and Kanban are like the two that just like constantly just kick my ass. And I'm like, well, I guess like, I mean, I don't mind losing at games every now and again, but you know, it's nice to get a win. And those games, I just feel like my brain's gonna give out before that happens. There's the new contractors. What is your current favorite regular 52 card deck game? That's tricky. My current favorite, probably the Bogey. That's probably the one I play the most because I really like that. That's just like pretty simple to set up. Just take a little bit of table space, but I really like that one a whole lot. It's probably one of my favorites. Probably Probably the one I play the most though is Loop the Loop, just because it's so quick and easy, because all you have to do is just have your deck ready, you just throw in a joker in there and you can just start playing. So I like that it's very easy to set up and to start playing. So I probably play Loop the Loop the most, but I think my current kind of favorite is probably the Bogey. But I really like, I mean, the Emissary is, I love, but I also haven't really played it since I got 4 Northwood back there. So that's, you know, it kind of was overtaken by itself. And some of the more recent ones, like I really enjoyed Dead Center. That was a really interesting one. That has a lot of really interesting decisions, but it's also like, it takes a while to set up, so I don't play it as much. But here are my new 2 corporations to choose from, either Gilded Guild, which doubles my headquarter match bonus, or Labor League. Training cards can be activated twice per round. Okay, now I'm taking Gilded Guild. Training cards, I feel like there's not enough in there for those to be good. Tiny Epic Dungeon Solo always kicks my ass. Okay, yeah, that one, that's a Tiny Epic game that kind of let me down. Like, I was kind of hoping for more about it, and yeah, I'm not good at that one. There's also just like so many icons and stuff. Oh man, it takes up so much table space. Like, yeah, that was kind of a letdown for me, but yeah, it's also what I'm not good at. Never won a game of Frostpunk, but that's to be expected. I haven't tried Frostpunk, but I also haven't played the video game, so maybe that's why I haven't really like gone out of my way to get the board game at all. But I do have the video game. I just never got around to playing it. But I know the same company that made Frostpunk is who is developing the new Apex Legends board game, which I have backed on GameFound or whatever. So that's not coming for, I think, later this year or maybe next year that I'm not supposed to get that, but I'm really excited for that. That's going to be a huge game, but I'm not like a huge Apex fan. I've played it enough, but I just think like the whole concept and all the different game modes, and it just looks like a ton of fun. So that's one that I'm pretty sure is made by the same company that did Frostpunk. I guess I have to set up the machine. I was like, well, I'm almost ready to go. Now I have to draw the machine's cards. All right, 1, 2. Well, they don't get monuments, so those go in the discard. 2, 3, 4. I think I get all yellow and blue cards. Jeez. All right. Well, and they took the airport and skunk work, so like both of those. That is messed up. All right, so there's that. With that, we're ready to rock and roll with game number 2, where I'll be using the Gilded Guild Corporation, which doubles my headquarter match bonus, which I think, I mean, I use those match bonuses pretty often, so I think that's going to be a nice corporation to have. Let me take a quick look at the marketplace. So I just need to get some resources to start out, and I figure out how I want to get some goods. There's the cannery. I do like the cannery. Oil well, I'm kind of iffy on the oil well. I mean, it's nice because it does, you can give it any number of metal and then it doubles it essentially, but it's a bit more finicky to get set up, I guess. So I'll grab the cannery for my first turn. The drone, I like the drone. Maybe I'll have to try to grab that if it's still around next turn. Okay, a 3, 4, 6, and a 6. Take a quick sip here. All right. Okay, so the machine scoring, yeah, I can explain it real fast. So on their turn, I roll up these 5 dice. The green dice determines what card they add to their little tableau. And then essentially the other dice, if it rolls less than or equal to the number of that type of cards, then they would score for it. So this blue area, since they only have 2 cards, if it's a 1 or a 2, they would score. But anything higher, if it was like a 6, this blue area would not score. So yeah, yellow would score for 1, 2, or 3, but a 4, 5, and 6, they wouldn't score any points. And it's always just, no matter how many cards there are, there's just one, they always get 1 point. That's how they score for goods. And then at the end of the game, they get 1 point per card in their tableau, except monuments are worth 2 points each. And that's pretty much it. So hopefully that makes sense. There also is probably not the easiest to see, but there are over here, there's like a little kind of description of like, yeah, you match each thing, and then it's for each dice that's less than like the number of cards, then they gain one. So yeah, which I think it's works pretty good, and it makes it for a pretty tense game. Okay, let me see what I want to build here. So I think I'm gonna start with the 2 6s in the mine. That's gonna get me 4 metal, because normally that would get me 3, but my match bonus is doubled, so that's pretty sweet. Then I will go ahead and put this 3 and generate to get 3 energy. Okay, well this is cool. Then I can spend the concrete plant to already build the cannery first turn. 2 metal, 2 energy, gone and gone. And then I have this 4 dice. Oh, I want to place it in the cannery. If only I had a vitamin, but I do. So I can spend that, change that 4 to a 3, and already start producing goods on my first turn. Let's see if the machine can do that. And I get my vitamin back, which I will gladly take. And that's it. First turn, done and done. So let's see how the machine goes. So they got a 5, so they're grabbing the top card off the deck, which is a monument. Then they're wiping out the market, which I guess I'm not getting the drone or the robot. Oh, there's another drone. Okay. Well, just got to complain about it. Oops. And a golem. I like the drone better than the golem. So blue, they're not scoring for because they got a 6, but yellow they are because they got a 2. So 1 point for them. And then back to my turn. I don't even know what I want to do. Got the blue and the orange, which the contractors I don't really like. I guess I probably want to grab the drone because I was talking about that. So I'll go ahead and do that. Do need another green blueprint card to build the drone, but at least I have it and it's not going to get wiped out if the machine is feeling a little crazy. I mean, I'll put both of the ones up here to just draw a bunch of cards. That'll get me 4 cards. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. So what do I get? Mega Factory, Solar Array, Warehouse, and Skunkworks. Okay, the warehouse is pretty good. Skunkworks I like, but I'm gonna have to discard that probably to build the drone. Guess I don't have to. Solar array, maybe I should try to build a solar array because it gives you 2 energy per card after you build a card. I've only built 1, so like now would be a good time to build that. I just don't know if it's really that worth it, but it probably is. Let me use the 3 over here to get some energy. I'm up to 4, and then I'll probably, well, I take that back. Hold on. I take that 3 energy back. I will use the 6 down here to get myself a metal. But let me think about this. 1 metal. Well, I just want to see if, well, I don't know anymore. I will discard the assembly line to build the solar array. Right there, I guess. Cost me a metal and 2 energy, which I definitely don't have. Yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and I have to generate the 3 energy and then get rid of 2 of it. Okay, that didn't work out quite how I wanted it to. That's fine because I then could use and place the drone. Cost me a metal and energy to do, but then the solar array will kick in and give me 2 energy back. The issue is I'd love to activate the drone, but I can't. I wanted to activate it. Well, I could, but then I don't know what I'd do with it. Well, I guess I could do something like this. So I could get rid of the Mega Factory. The drone, I should specify, the drone lets you discard a card and you gain an extra dice in this turn with a value equal to the build cost of that card. So I just discard the Mega Factory, which has a 5 build cost, so I can get a 5. And then I could use a vitamin to change that 5 to a 6. And that'll get me 3 metal. So the bonus is 2. Yeah, Okay, making sure I'm doing that right. Which is a good amount of metal and energy, so I can maybe build the warehouse next turn if I want to. I could, or I could build it this turn actually, but I probably want to wait till next turn because then I can get some energy back from my solar array since I'm not going to be getting anything from it anyway this turn since I reused it once. So I think that is going to do it for that turn. Let's see what the machine's up to. So they are building, oh boy. They're building the top card of the deck, which is a biolab. They rolled a 6, so they're doing all the crazy stuff. Wiping out all the contractors, which I mean, I wasn't loving the contractors up there, so I'll take that. And then finally, they are sabotaging my cannery, which is messed up. I've only produced 1 good there, but apparently that's enough to get on their radar. And as far as what they're scoring for, they have a 2 in blue, so they're scoring there. Yellow, they are not, because they have a 5, so just 1 point. 1 single good for them. So I need to, they only got 2 so far, so that's nothing crazy, but I need to start producing more. I did want to build the warehouse, but I also could hire the saboteur. Yeah, I should probably wait though. Okay, maybe I'll grab the golem card so I have an extra blue tool card, and then I can maybe hire the saboteur next round. That could be kind of fun. So I don't really know what I'm gonna do this round. So I have a 4, 3, a 1, and a 6. Okay. So I guess I can use the 1 for the cannery, and that will repair that. I can spend the temp agency to go ahead and build the warehouse, which costs me 3 metal and 2 energy. So for the warehouse, I need to add 3 dice that the sum must be 14 or greater. Which is kind of an issue because my current dice values add up to 13, so I'm really close, but not quite there. Also, since I built a card, the solar array will go off and give me 2 more energy back. Now I could use the drone, which I think I probably will, but let me maybe take a bit of a gamble and put the 3 in the headquarters for research to draw a card, and I get a 3 card back. That's not what I wanted to see. It's not what I wanted to see at all. Well, actually, maybe not bad, because I was going to hire the saboteur using the golem, but maybe I can hire the hired hands because I have enough energy. I just drew an orange card. The Vault 111. That's a Fallout reference right there. Yeah, okay. This is actually maybe okay. Maybe this is fine. So I'll get rid of the golem to activate the drone, and that gives me a 4 value dice. Wherever the 4 is, there it is. And then I could put all these on here to activate the warehouse, which will give me 2 goods and 2 more energy. I'm really wishing I had my Enigma engine again so I could start converting some of these energies into something else, but whatever. That's it for my turn. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, the warehouse, I don't love it, especially because it's like the, I forget what it's called. The one I had last round, but worse, I feel like, because I just can't do as much. Or I don't get the extra dice back, at least, but whatever. Back to the machine. They're drawing the top card of the deck and wiping out the market. They're grabbing the recycling plant. So quickly get rid of all these buildings. Again, the vending machine, refinery, the fulfillment center, and the fettuccine factory. I do like the fettuccine. Blue, they are not scoring for. Yellow, they are. So another 1 point for them. I mean, luckily they have not had any purple or orange, or sorry, red cards added to their tableau. So that's always good that 2 of the options they can't even score anything for, but that'll probably change here soon. My cannery is done being repaired, and then I'll go ahead and go with my plan of discarding the vault to hire the hired hands, which they let me roll 2 extra dice at the start of my next work phase, that's pretty nice. So it also cost me 3 energy, but I think that's well worth it. Roll 6 dice. Yeah, Oh boy, I got a wide variety here. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, and 6. Okay. Well, even with the 3, 5, and 6, that would be enough to activate the warehouse. I don't have any cards. Okay, so I could do something like place the 3 on the cannery, activate the cannery. It generates me a good and a vitamin, and then I immediately use the vitamin to change this 2 to a 3. So then that is 14 total, which is enough to activate the warehouse to generate 2 more goods along with 2 more energy. Then I have these 2 1s, which I'll definitely place in research. That'll get me 4 cards because of my extra little bonus. Oh, got the cannery, which I already have. The assembly line, which I don't really want. Strange crystals. I do like strange crystals. And the Kwai, which I don't really want the Kwai. I could still do something with my drone. I don't know what. I don't have enough really metal to build the strange crystals. I guess I could discard. I could keep the cannery and do hired hands again. That would be nice to have those extra dice again. Yeah, maybe I will keep the cannery, I guess. And what else could I do? I don't know. I don't want to get rid of the strange crystals. So I don't know if I want to activate the drone. It sucks. Okay, I guess I won't. Have you ever backed a game on Kickstarter, GameFound, etc.? Yes. I've tried not to do it too much. Only games that really interest me. Yeah, I've done some weight pledges. I mean, the main one I did recently, there was like the Keyforge, their newest set, the Winds of Exchange set that I backed on there. I think what else I've backed. Let me look at my shelf real fast. Point City, I backed that one on GameFound / Kickstarter. Power Line down here, I backed that one, and currently I have actually a decent amount that are still I'm waiting on. The 2 big ones are Apex Legends, which I mentioned earlier. That was a pretty big and expensive one, and then also Slay the Spire, the physical board game version of Slay the Spire. I did back that, so I'm looking forward to those. But yeah, I try not to go too crazy, but there's a lot of cool games on there. I've also backed a couple of like smaller RPGs on GameFound and whatnot. So but most of the stuff I've backed semi recently, so I currently don't have it. But you know, it's the whole fun of GameFound and backing is just you have to do the long wait to actually get your games. But yeah, I think was that it for my turn? Yeah, I think that's it because I wasn't going to use the drone. I spend way too much on GameFound and Kickstarters. That's fair. I mean, I could see, especially like with all the pledge levels and whatnot. I mean, Keyforge I spent a lot on. Apex Legends I got like one of the higher tiers, so that was like at least $100. Same with Slay the Spire, I spent at least 100 because I think I got the like mid tier that comes. It wasn't like the collector's edition, but kind of like the middle tier. So yeah, they're grabbing the refinery, and then what are they scoring for? Blue, they are not, and yellow, they're not. All right, easy enough. Oh wow, Mark Tizzy, the super chat. Thanks for the stream, loving it. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah, that's awesome. I love getting super chats if it's a new thing I've unlocked semi recently, but I really appreciate it very much so. So thanks, Mark. You love Slay the Spire video game. I play it quite often. Yeah, I've done a couple, at least 1, 2. I think I've done 2 streams of it, and it's a fun one. It definitely seems like, yeah, I don't know. I'm not the best at it. And there's like a wide variety, or pretty like there's a good amount of depth to the game. So I've only partially explored it, but yeah, I'm excited to get the physical version. I think it looks really cool with the double-sided cards and all the stuff that's, I got there was a tier of the the backing that comes with play mats. So of course I had to get that. But yeah, I'm really excited. I think it's like not till like next summer, or maybe I forget. It's like one of the games, Apex and Slay the Spire, I'm getting like later this year, and the other is not till like next summer. I think Apex is next summer, so be a long wait on some of those, but it should be worth it, hopefully. Okay, back to my turn. I'm gonna discard the cannery. I'm gonna do my original idea, do some more hired hands twice in a row. I'm spending energy for these guys, but I think they are worth it. 2 extra dice to roll up. I mean, that's pretty sweet. Big rolls here. All right, so that's pretty good. That's a pretty good roll. 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. I just bumped that 4. Okay, I kind of arrange these. Cool. Okay. I guess I could go ahead and use my 2 5s and a 4 over here to activate the warehouse. That gets that rocking and rolling and gives me some more energy. Really want to get the strange crystals built. I don't know how I can do that. I guess I can go ahead and use the 3 over here, the cannery, to activate the cannery, get me another good and another vitamin. That might help. Maybe not, actually. I just need more cards. I mean, I guess I could use the 2 up here in research to get me a card. That is the warehouse. Okay. No, this works, because then I can discard the warehouse with the drone to get me a 5 valued dice, and then I can use the vitamin to make it a 4. So I can put both 4s down here, and that gets me 4 metal, because 2, and then my match bonus is doubled. So that's pretty great, because now I have 5 metal, which is more than enough to build these strange crystals. Plus 3 metal and 2 energy. But I guess I get that 2 energy back because of my solar array, so that's only really losing, that's 3 metal. I guess that's gonna be it for my turn. 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm currently at 9 VP, so maybe next turn I could really, if I activate both of these, that's game. But I don't know if I want to end it this soon, because I don't know if I'm gonna win. So maybe I'll need to like not activate one of these just so I can give myself a little bit more time. I don't know. It's a struggle. Plus, I just built the strange crystals. I don't really want to use it twice. They rolled a 5, so they're clearing out the market again and adding another production, so that's always fun. There goes my fettuccine factory. I mean, I guess I didn't grab it last round, so that's on me. Oh, there's the Enigma engine. Trash compactor, dig site, cloning lab. So blue, they're scoring 4. Yellow, they're scoring 4. That's 2 points for them, bringing them up to 5 goods. It's maybe not good. We'll see. It's back to my turn. Let's see. I could hire the Saboteur. You know what? I don't think I'm going to build this quarry, so why not? Let's hire the Saboteur. So it's my first time sabotaging their compound. How it works is I can just sabotage any of the spaces, so I'll sabotage their production, because that's the best odds of them scoring. And then also I get 2 cards. So I get the Replicator and the Solar Array. All right. I'll just roll up only my 4 workers, because I don't have my hired hands this time. That's a decent roll. Are either of these? Oh, this is too perfect. So I'll discard the Solar Array to activate the drone. That gives me a 3, and then I can use the 3. Well, I'm gonna back that all up. I take it all back. I could use that. I could use the drone and activate that and use the cannery. But I just talked about last turn. I don't think I want to do that all, because I kind of want to postpone this just one more turn. So let me go ahead and okay, maybe I still will use the drone with the solar array to get me a 3, but then instead I'll use 5, 6, and 3 on the warehouse. That'll get me 2 more goods and 2 more energy. And then I can use both 4s down in the mine to get me 4 metal. So that's good. I have more ways of building stuff now, even though I don't have anything to build, but hey, at least I'm ready. I think that's it. So I think there's probably only like 2 more turns left in this game. So then back to the machine. Let's hope they don't try to like sabotage any of my stuff, because that would be annoying. They're just wiping out the market again. They're adding another card to their production because they apparently need more. Whatever. This game's almost over anyway. Like, I care. So blue, they can't score for because I sabotaged them. And yellow, nope, they can't. Well, they could, but not enough. They are repairing that, though. It's back to my turn. I don't know what I want to do. I guess maybe I could like build some monuments. That's kind of lame. The battery factory might be good. It gets me goods without requiring dice, which dice are kind of hard to come by. I still have to build it, but maybe I'll give it a shot. Because I'm producing energy every time I use this warehouse. So, I mean, I kind of have excess energy. Let's see if this will work, though. That is not looking great. That's 1, 2, 3, and a 6. Yikes. That's not going to be enough to activate the warehouse this round. I don't have any way to roll. I guess I do have my drone. Okay, this will still work because I can put the 3 here, activate the cannery, and that'll get me a vitamin. Then I can use 2 vitamins to change this 2 to a 4. That gets me 10 total. And then I can discard my replicator to get me a 4 dice with my drone, giving me 14 total. Is enough to activate the warehouse, generating 2 goods, and officially triggering the end of the game. Then that's 2 more energy for me. And now I can just draw 1 card and hope it's a green card so I can build this battery factory. It is not. That's unfortunate. I have all these like resources. I can't do anything. Actually, I probably have too many. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. What's my max? I think it's 12. Yeah, I actually have too many resources. I'll just discard like a metal and a energy. And that's it. So after this round, there'll be 1 more, and then that'll be the end of this game, which I am not feeling as confident. I mean, I wasn't feeling super confident about last game, but I don't know. We'll see how this ends. Oh, and their production's done being repaired, so they can score for that again, unfortunately. Of course, it's like the last round, and they're sabotaging me. That's messed up. So all the contractors are gone. And new contractors come out. Then they draw the top card of the deck. That's another yellow card, okay. And then they're sabotaging my warehouse. Whatever. Blue, they're scoring for, of course. And yellow, they're not. So only 1 point again for them. Okay, well, I'll take it. And then it's the final turn. I have a green and a pink. Pink could get me a specialist. Green would get me the electrician, which neither seem good. So you know what? I'm gonna spend an energy and wipe out these contractors and see what else I could possibly get, because I don't like those options. Saboteur, I would definitely hire. A mentor, it's good, but probably not what I need. So I'll hire the saboteur. So I get 2 cards, and then I get to sabotage their production again. Well, I could sabotage any place, but the production is what's most important in my eyes. So I'll go ahead and sabotage that, sort out my cards, and start this last round, which I unfortunately can't activate my warehouse since it's been sabotaged, but I'll see what I can do to still get some points. I did get another green card, so I could maybe build the battery factory. I do have enough energy to do that. I could try to build the manufactory. I could do that too. Strange crystals gives me an extra vitamin. Yeah, I got options for sure. I guess I'll go ahead and start with the 3 over here in the cannery just to get that started. Gives me a good and a vitamin. I could activate the drone. I do have the trash compactor, but I don't have another pink card. Could build the battery factory. That wouldn't require any dice to do. Wish I had another pink card because I can get 2 resources that way. Or I just build one of these other ones, I only get 1. Whatever, I'll do that. So I'll discard the manufactory, build the battery factory, which costs 2 metal and an energy. And then it costs 4 energy to activate the battery factory to generate a good. I still have all these other dice left. I guess I'll use the 5 up here to draw a card. That gets me a mega factory, which doesn't really help at the moment. A 4 and a 4. There's another pink card because I can activate the trash compactor. Yeah, this isn't good. I guess maybe I can discard the mega factory for using the drone. That'll get me a 5 value dice, and I can put that back in research to draw 3 more cards. An empire, concrete plant, and an incinerator. All pink cards, so I did need that. That's good. That's good. Solar array. Good call. I totally would have forgotten about that. Yes, solar array to the rescue, generating all that free energy. And now this is pretty good because let me see what my other options are. Yeah, that I can't really do. So I could still discard the incinerator to build the trash compactor way down here. So that costs 2 metal. Well, hold on, 2 metal and an energy. And then I have 2 dice of the same value I can put in there. I gotta discard 2 cards, which doesn't really matter at this point what I discard. And that gets me 2 more goods, which is pretty sweet. Crazy rules, no red and no purple for the machine. Yeah. And there's not a lot of red cards in general. Purple aren't as common, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's probably better this way because there's just less opportunities for them to score. But yeah, let's see what they do this final round. I'm kind of curious. And they're still sabotage, so that's sweet. They're only have a chance to pretty much score for 1. Oh well, they're getting some more monuments added, which is like 2 points, so not the best. Blue, they're sabotaged, so they're not scoring 4. Yellow, they are scoring 4, so that's 1 point for them. And with that is the final round of this game. So let's tally up the totals and see who won. So I have for my buildings 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then adding on my goods 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21, 23. So pretty close to my last game, only 2 points lower. Let's see if that's enough to beat the machine. So 23 is the score to beat. Can the machine beat it? Let's see. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13, 15, 16, 20, 22. I think I beat him by a single point again. Jeez. These are some close games. Yeah, no, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 15, 16, 22. Yeah, wow. Oh, man. Another game down. Another game won by 1 point. But I'll take it. It's another win against the machine. Sweet. This is too easy. Just kidding. This is not too easy. I am barely getting by on these games. But that's why I like this game. It's very intense, depending on what difficulty you play it on. But all right, let me sort these back out, and we'll reset and play another one. Switch up the corporations, of course. Do like the different corporations. I feel like they add a lot. Let me kind of like spread these out. Shuffle these up. Thank you. Yeah, twas close to be sure. I like that Gilded Guild Corporation. It's just doesn't change the game too much, but just doubling the headquarter bonus really seemed to kind of help me out in that game. So was a good corporation to have on my side. I kind of like the easier complexity ones that just yeah, don't change too much. Yeah, third game. At least, what time is it? I've only been streaming for an hour and a half, so we'll probably at least get, or at least 4 games in, probably closer to 5. We'll see how fast I'm able to go through some of these. I'm gonna try to give these a good shuffle to actually get some like purple and red cards mixed in there, hopefully. Have you tried Legacy of You? I have not. I've played lots of Hadrian's Wall, but I have not attempted Legacy of You. Yeah, I have not. But is there also like a campaign for Legacy of You? Because I did like that was like one of my favorite aspects about Hadrian's Wall was just the whole solo campaign. So yeah, I guess if there's a campaign for that one, I might be interested. Does it play similarly, or is it kind of like a completely different style game also? I mean, because it seems like the art's pretty similar, but I also haven't seen too much as far as actual gameplay and whatnot. Shuffle all these up. The contractor's really mixed in there. Luckily, there's not too many of these. That blueprint deck is pretty thick, though. Takes a hot second to shuffle through. Maybe I should sleeve these at some point, but that'd make these decks even thicker. But also, like, I play this game enough that maybe it would be worth sleeving. I don't know. But then I'd also have to probably, like, figure out a different insert for the box, because everything barely fits in the box as is, so that would be an issue. Getting a new Market O cards. Let me reset all my resources. And let me grab a new corporation. Okay, so there is a campaign. Interesting. A resettable campaign. Okay. Let me do this face down so I don't peek at what corporation I'm getting. Okay. So this is my 2 corporation options. I got Reliquary, the 2 complexity. It says monument type cards cost 1 metal less. During the work phase, you may discard a monument type card to gain 2 metal. Turtle Tech, the end of the work phase, gain 1 metal if you have no metal, gain 2 energy if you have no energy. Definitely interesting corporations, to be sure. I think I'll go with the Reliquary. Turtle Tech is a little weird, and I feel like that's going to come into play a little bit less, so screw Turtle Tech. I don't want you. And I get to look at, let me set up the machines cards first. 1. So many monuments, 2, 3, 4. I feel like I should be able to reshuffle, and they start with this many production. Start with 4. I don't know how to feel about that, because it's kind of good, kind of bad, because that means they're going to score a lot more, but then they have less opportunities too, so I don't know. It's so involved, I like it better. Very thoughtful and a wonderful story. You lose a lot. Well, I did anyway. But a great story and interesting. I might have to check that out. Interesting. Because yeah, I mean, I really enjoyed Hadrian's Wall, so I don't know why I haven't really looked much into that Legacy of You, but maybe this is my sign that I really should. So Reliquary starts me with 4 cards, but I look at 8. 1, 2. Let me get 4 of these. Assembly line, biolab, architecture firm. Okay, I do like those. And then maybe I'll keep the assembly. Well, architecture firm isn't that good. So maybe I'll swap it out for the harbor so I can build stuff. Okay, so I think my 8 cards, I'll start with assembly line, biolab, golem, and harbor. Love turtle tech, but yeah, it's weird. Yeah, I feel like it's just not going to come into play as much. And Reliquary, like I don't build monument cards much, but I feel like the secondary thing of like I can discard a monument card to gain 2 metal. I don't know. I feel like that's maybe going to come more handy, but who knows? Maybe this was a giant mistake. And I also start with 2 energy. All right. I get a quick sip of water. I don't know why I should be getting hydrate reminders in chat, but my bot's not working. I got the emojis and whatnot working in chat, the emotes, but I guess my reminders are still not working. Curious, let me try something in chat real fast. Does that do anything? No. Okay. Yeah, Streamlabs is just not working at all. That's fun. Whatever. I can't do that, but I can throw in a pog. Oh, that's so cool. I'm so glad emotes working. I'm gonna have a fun time like adding a bunch of emotes. Right now there's like only like 15 or 20 I've added so far. Do you play a lot of solo games during the week or only on Sundays? It is it's a little bit of both. I mean, I do play a fair amount during the week. Yeah, and it kind of just depends on how much time I have. I really like RPGs, so I tend to play those a fair amount. If I'm looking for something quick, maybe I'll just play a game with just a deck of cards. A lot of the times I played like the game that I'm playing on the Solo Gaming Sunday the previous week to kind of warm up for it. So like I've been playing Fantastic Factories this previous week a whole lot. So yeah, I mean, I do get a lot of play in during the week. Not a lot, but at least maybe not every day, but maybe every other day I'll play something at some point. But I would say a good chunk of the time is probably just me playing games to kind of prep myself for the upcoming stream or some video, just so I don't look like an idiot and I have kind of the rules a little bit more memorized and whatnot. The streaming Legacy you would be a bit spoilery since you unlock story and game mechanics. Oh, like interesting. Kind of like almost like a Legacy style thing where you get like new stuff along the way, because that's pretty cool if that's the case. I'm trying to think if there's any Legacy games I've played like that. I don't think I have anything like that. Nope. That's pretty cool though. Okay, so new game with the Reliquary Corporation. Reliquary, I guess. Matt's all dusty. Okay, so my first turn. Look at the market real quick because I haven't even done that. Oh, there's a medical school. I do like the medical school. One of the few training cards I like. I'm gonna grab it. The medical school is pretty handy. What it allows you to do is it changes how vitamins work. So instead of changing a dice value by 1, it can change it by 2, which is nice. And then also as a secondary ability that I can swap metal for a vitamin. So lets me have an extra source of vitamins essentially, which I do like. Let me roll up my stuff and try to get some resources to start building. 2, 3, 3, and a 6. Okay. Well. I don't have any metal, so I can't build the golem. The biolab, I also don't have any metal, and I can't get a metal really with this roll. Oh, I guess if I had monuments, I could use my main ability. Yeah, it's a struggle. Maybe I will go with 2 down here and generate to get me a little bit of energy. I'll use both of my 3s up top to draw 3 cards. Maybe I'll draw, okay, I did draw monuments, that's good. So then I can discard the monument to get 2 metal, then also use my 6 down here to get a metal. That's still not even enough to build the golem, but I could build the assembly line. That's a pretty big ask this early, I feel like. There's also the biolab, which the biolab's a little bit easier. It only gets me 1 good. Ah, screw it. I'll build the assembly line. So I'll discard the promenade and build the assembly line down here. Cool. No goods produced on my first turn, but at least I have kind of stuff set up to do so. I agree, great point. You need to make it clear that there would be spoilers. Okay. Yeah, that's kind of interesting though. I kind of like that idea that's like gives you new mechanics and kind of stuff throughout. That's pretty cool. Okay, maybe after the stream I'll have to do a bit of research. Legacy U, maybe watch some like playthrough videos or something. Because I know there's a couple people I watch that I follow like do playthrough videos of it. Yeah, so maybe I'll have to go scope those out and see what's going on. But also, I guess I don't want to watch too much because I don't want to get spoiled if there's stuff I can get spoiled on. So I guess I'll have to be careful. But that's good to know that that's something that's is involved with that game. Let's see what the machine's doing. Well, they're just throwing dice out. Okay, so they're already sabotaging me first round of the game. That's fine. Well, it's not fine, but I kind of forget. I'm gonna double check the rules real fast, but I don't know how it works because it always sabotages your building with the most goods produced, but I haven't produced any goods, so I don't know if it would still just target my one or if it would not target any. Let me double check how this works. The machine will automatically sabotage the card and the player's compound with the most goods on it. In case of a tie, or if there are no cards with goods on it, the player decides which non-monument card gets sabotaged. If there's no valid targets, the sabotage token is discarded. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate, but that's how I thought it worked. So yeah, my assembly line didn't get to use it once yet, and it's already been sabotaged. So just how it goes. They're scoring for blue and they're not scoring for yellow. So that is 1 point, 1 good produced for them. Okay, cool. What's next? Well, you know what? I feel like I should, little tit for tat. They sabotaged me. I'm gonna hire a saboteur and sabotage them right back because I don't gotta stay on my A game, I guess. We're just sabotaging each other right off the bat. Go ahead and draw 2 cards. Ooh, the warehouse and a drone. Okay. I'll definitely take those cards. Something good, something good. Lots of 6s. 3 6s and a 2. Okay. I could build the golem and activate the golem. Could also build the medical school. Could draw a bunch of cards. Lots of options. Okay, I'm gonna send the 2 to my assembly line to start repairing that because I need some way to get goods, and they just took up my 1. I could put all 3 down there, and that would give me 5 metal total. Yeah, I guess that's what I need. Just put all 3 down here, and that would get me 5 metal total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is a ton of metal. I'm gonna spend it pretty much immediately because first I will build my golem. So I'll discard my warehouse, build the golem. That costs 4 metal. And then discard the harbor to build the medical school. So I'll place that also up here. That costs me 1 metal. And that leaves me with 1 metal, which I could spend to go ahead and grab a vitamin, which I definitely will. Okay, I think that's pretty much all I can do. I guess I could activate the golem, though I don't really need to, but I could, but I'm not going to. I will leave it like that. Okay, so that's it for my turn. At least I have my 1 thing repaired, got a golem and a medical school. I'm pretty happy about that. So let's see what the machine's gonna be up to this round. Oh gosh, they're always doing they're like 5 or 6 actions. So roll to 5, so they're drawing the top card and wiping out the market. Which, honestly, I mean, maybe that's not the worst. I didn't really want any of those cards. Fettuccine Factory, Skunk Works, like both of those. Blue is sabotaged, so they can't do anything. Yellow, they are scoring 4, so they get 1 good produced. And it's back to my turn. I guess they also are repairing their thing. So it would appear you like the sabotage mechanic for solo as well. I do. I mean, there's rules for it, and I think it works I mean, yeah, the machine's gonna be sabotaging me anyway, so yeah, sabotage them right back, which I think is pretty fun. I mean, I don't like getting sabotaged, but it's kind of fun, especially like when the machine has like these lots of cards in one area. That it's nice to be able to like sabotage them for a round and know it's like, okay, at least I'll have a little bit of a break from them scoring a ton of points. I could do hired hands. That might be a move. There's also some decent cards in the market. I could get the Fettuccine Factory, Skunk Works. Decisions. I could also use the, yeah, I don't know. Oh, you know what? I like the hired hands. I was using them previously and they worked out pretty good. So discard my orange card along with 3 energy. It's quite a lot, but 2 extra dice. Let's see what they can do. Lots of, okay, wow. Okay, yeah, that's great. So I got a 3, 4, 4, a 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6 total. Which to activate the assembly line, they have to be kind of dice in like ascending order. So like this 4, 5, 6, or I could use the 2, 3, 4. I guess maybe I should hold off because I have 2 options here. Yeah, I don't know which would be better. Probably the 2, 3, 4. So I can get some more metal. Sure. So I'll do that, and that's my first goods. Yikes. Okay. So then maybe I'll use my vitamin to change my. Well, maybe this was a bad idea. My 4 to a 3. Yeah. And then draw, getting 3 energy from there. I'll maybe put the 5 up here to do a little bit of research. Got a cannery, okay. And then I'll put a 6 down here to get some metal, I guess. Okay, I think that's pretty much all I could do. You like the sabotage in solo, but not multiplayer. Too much take that. I could see that. I haven't really played this too much multiplayer. I definitely have, but it's been a while. I've probably 90% of my plays have been solo, so can't really speak on too much of that. But I could see how that could be. And you know, I mean, I guess if people want that, that's fine. A lot of the times with like engine builders like this, I don't like too much interaction. But I feel like this isn't. It's not too much, but I could see how it could be. I think that's it for my turn because I got nothing else I can do. Yikes. Those hired hands were helpful, but I'm still feel like I'm dragging along. I've hardly done anything, I feel like. Let's see what the machine's doing. Thank God they're not sabotaging me again. So blue, they are scoring for. Yellow, they are not. So just another point for them. Another good produced. Okay. Then back to me. What do I have? What are my options? I could hire the foreman. The foreman's pretty interesting. They just, at the start of the work phase, instead of rolling, you can just choose whatever values you want for your 4 workers. So that's pretty nice. I kind of want to grab some of these cards from the market that I want to buy, though, like Skunk Works, Fettuccine Factory. Maybe I should get the fitness center and then discard it to get the drone. I'll grab Skunk Works. I don't want that to go away. I want to build that, and then hopefully I'll just pray to RNGesus that I get a green card that I can discard to build the drone. I think is my plan, but we'll see if that pans out. A 1, 2, a 3, and a 6. Yeah, I could activate the assembly line. The assembly line, I just think, is worse than the Mega Factory because you don't get an extra dice, which sucks. I guess this is maybe easier to do. I don't know. So what do I even want to do? Okay, I see some interesting plays here. So I could do something like this, right? I spend my metal, medical school, and that gets me a vitamin. Then I use this vitamin because now the medical school allows me to change by 2 rather than 1, so I can change this 6 to a 4. Then I place 2, 3, 4 over here and activate that. Now, why did I do that? It's so I can place the 1 up here in research to draw a card. That gets me a green card, so that's good. I don't have the metal to build it. That's fine. Maybe I'll build it next round. The main reason I did that is so then I can activate the golem. Golem lets me discard any amount of energy and gain a dice of that value. So I discard 1 energy to get a 1 value dice. I can place that in research and draw 2 more cards. I got the vending machine and the manufactory. Ooh, manufactory is pretty good too. Unfortunately, though, I have no metal right now, so I need to kind of fix that maybe next round. Okay. That's all I can do, though. That kind of worked out decently, maybe? I don't know. We'll see. I've only produced 4 goods so far, so I'm pretty behind. So the machine, grabbing the top card of the deck. Oh, it's a purple card. They're wiping out the market. Let's see what's coming. We got the Robo Factory, Scrapyard, Guard Tower, and Laboratory. As far as what they're scoring for, blue and yellow, they are both scoring for, generating them 2 goods. All right, well, that's fine. That's totally fine. What's a green card? Lets me look at 7 cards and just keep 1. That scientist does not seem like a good contractor. I don't think I've ever, maybe I have hired them at some point, but it's draw and reveal 7 cards, keep 1. That doesn't seem that great. Obviously, you get to, if you're looking for a specific card, I can maybe see how it's good, but I don't know. I do have the pink cards, so I still could hire the foreman. Which I might, just to kind of get stuff done. Yeah, maybe, yeah, I'll hire the foreman. I will discard a pink card and 2 energy. Hire up the foreman. So now I don't roll my dice. I could just choose what dice I get. So I think I'm not going to activate the assembly line. I need some metal, so I'll first off give myself 2 6s. Give myself 3 metal. I'm out of energy, aren't I? Jeez. Now I guess I'll make one of them a 3, so I can get 3 energy. I keep this last one a 1. I don't know for sure. But now I can at least build something. And I kind of wanted to build the skunk works, but I also wanted to build the drone. Could build a manufactory, but then I wouldn't be able to activate it. I guess if I build the skunk works, that would also cost me a metal, but that does get me cards. Decisions. All right, yeah, I guess I'll discard the fitness center to build the skunk works, which cost me all of my energy and a metal. That's whatever. And then I can use my last dice to make this a 2. Discard a metal, and that will get me a resource or good, and 2 cards. Got the obelisk and the dojo. I could discard this obelisk for some metal, which maybe is a good idea. So I'll go ahead and do that. With my little corporation ability, I'll get some extra metal. And I think with that, that's gonna be it for my turn. So put all my workers back, see what the machine is up to. They can roll 5 and 6 again for their green. Yep, they're rolling 5 for their green. They're grabbing the top card of the deck, trash compactor, wiping out the market again. Should keep a tally for how many times they've wiped out the market, because I feel like it's more than it should be. Then as far as what they're scoring for, purple, they are not. Blue, what they had 2, they had 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6, yeah. Blue they're scoring for, and yellow they're scoring for. So that's 2 more points. That is not good. They are already at 7 resources. Whoops, kind of under my camera there. 7 resources is 7 goods. I keep calling them resources. 7 goods is not a great spot for me. So I only have 5. Yeah, no, this is not good. I'm way behind this game. I need to catch up. As far as contractors, I could hire a saboteur. I could grab the airport. I do like the airport. Oh, and the strange crystals is there. It's already pretty late in the game for strange crystals, but I also could use some vitamins. I just need more dice to roll. That's what I really need. So I like the golem, but I need energy for those dice. So that's kind of an issue. All right, I'll spend the dojo to hire the saboteur. That'll give me 2 cards. Get the battery factory and lighthouse. I guess I can discard that lighthouse if I need to. And then I'll go ahead and sabotage their production because, I don't know, screw their production, at least for 1 round. All right, so we got 2 3s, a 2, and a 6. Okay, well, it's definitely not good for the assembly line. Yeah, I gotta remember. I don't think I want to use this assembly line anymore. I don't like it, especially compared to the Mega Factory. It just seems worse. But I don't know. Maybe that's just me. There are a couple other these like types of cards. I think there was like one that went past earlier. Yeah, the Robo Facility, and that also gives you an extra dice, but that requires all 4. Yeah, I don't know. So what do I want to do? I want to build the drone. So I need some energy to do that. So I'll place a 3 to generate some energy. And now I got enough to build the drone. So I will get rid of my battery factory to do that. Cost me a metal and an energy. Well worth it, I think. Oh, I could. Well, now with the drone, I can activate the assembly line. But then if I do that, I wouldn't be able to activate the skunk works, which is probably fine. No, I actually could. Okay, no, this is all gonna work. This is great. It's fine because I'll use the drone, discard the cannery. That gets me a 4 value dice. Then I have 2, 3, 4 here, which is what the assembly line needs to get 2 more goods there. And then I can use the golem, spend 2 energy to get me a 2 value dice, and then use that in the skunk works by spending a metal to generate another good over there. Sweet, that kind of worked out a little bit better than I thought. I get to draw 2 cards. I get the lighthouse and the fulfillment center. I do like the fulfillment center. Go ahead and discard the lighthouse for my ability to get 2 metal. I still have a 6. I'll probably just draw some extra cards with. I could get more metal, but I'm okay right now. And I got the vault. Okay, that's great because now I have 1 of each symbol. So if any contractors are looking like I want to hire them, I can do that. 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm only at 8 goods right now. Got maybe a couple more turns, but the machine also already has 7. So that's an issue. Okay, they're grabbing another purple card. That's a bit of a change of pace for them. Fine. So purple, they are scoring for. Blue, they're sabotaged. And yellow, they are not. So just 1 point. They're up to 8. That's really bad. But they don't have any monuments though. So that's like the one kind of saving grace so far, is that at least they haven't built any monuments and those are worth double points for them. So I kind of have that going on. Okay. Well, I think I will hire the specialist. The specialist, once again, lets me gain an extra dice of any value. So that's will help me maybe get my assembly line running if I don't roll up what I need. Let's see what happens though. Okay, so I got a 2, 2, a 6, and a 6. What am I supposed to do with that? can get any dice with her. I mean, I'm seeing some plays. I'm just trying to figure out what's best here. Oh shoot. Well, yeah, no, this is fine. Okay. So I place a 2 in my generate. That gets me 2 energy. Then I spend 1 of those energies to activate my golem, getting me a 1 value dice. I have a 1 and a 2. I'll use my specialist to get me a 3. And with a nice little 1, 2, 3 combo, I can put all of those in the assembly line to get me 2 more goods. Now I have some options. I will probably do something like I will discard the fulfillment center, activating the drone, and that will get me a 3 value dice. And then I will spend a medal on the medical school to get me a vitamin, and then I'll spend the vitamin to change this 3 to a 2, and then put that in the skunk works to get that going. That'll get me a good along with 2 cards. Beacon and a warehouse. I'll probably go ahead and just I'll spend the lighthouse instead to get some extra metal with my little corporation ability. Now I gotta think, what do I want to do with these 2 6s? I still have 2 6s left over. And what's nice is I could put them in the mine and get some metal, but I'm pretty good on metal. I have another monument that I could discard if I wanted to. Could put them both in research, get a bunch of cards, which cards would be good. But what is my VP at? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I've produced 11 goods so far, so I'm almost at the threshold, but not quite there. Decisions. I think I need more cards. I got to do some more stuff here. So I'm going to draw 3 cards. Get the incinerator, black market, and the quarry. I don't really like any of those cards. Though the quarry is nice because it's a blue tool card. So I could use that to build the... Well, no, I could use it to build the warehouse, but that's no good. I thought I still had... Did I just discard it? Oh yeah, the fulfillment center. I did like the fulfillment center, but I just discarded it earlier. So much for that plan. And I guess that's it for this turn. There's probably 2 more turns left. This next turn, and then the final one. So they are done repairing their production area. Let's see what they roll. So, man, they're adding a lot to their purple. This is a bit of a shock. So purple, they're not scoring for. Blue, they are. Yellow, they are not. So just 1 point. Still, that's 9 points. That's a lot of goods for the machine. That is not happy about that. Let me see what my options are, especially looking at the contractors. Artisan, no. Scientist, no. Those are my options. There are 2 artisans and 2 scientists. Oh, that kind of sucks. I guess I'll reset all my guys real fast. Yeah, nothing in the market looks that good. I mean, I could build like an obelisk just to get some monument points, which maybe wouldn't be the worst idea, and I would get a bit of a discount on it. Yeah. Or I could spend like a metal, wipe out the contractors, and then see what other options I get. But like, probably not gonna be anything too good. I'll do that. Let me at least see what my options are. Wipe out all these contractors. Because there's 2 artisans and 2 scientists. I don't really like either of those contractors. So yeah, let me see. Engineer, hired hands, which I don't have the energy for. Saboteur, which I could get. Or the generalist. I mean, I think I'm just gonna keep going for the saboteur. That gets me some extra cards and buys me some more time as far as them producing their goods. So I will do that and sabotage their production because screw the machine. I'll draw my 2 cards. I get Cloning Lab and Solar Array. I'll definitely take those. Got a nice little hand of cards at this point. Let's see what my workers are up to on this probably penultimate round. So a 4, 5, a 4, and a 5. Okay. I don't have any vitamins, do I? Okay. Carefully, let me consider my options here. All right, so I guess I can go ahead and use the drone to discard the solar array, and that can get me a 3-value dice. And I can use my 3, 4, 5 over here in the assembly line for another 2 goods. Well, that, the end of the game has been triggered. Then what else? What can I build? I don't have like any energy, so I actually can't build that much. I don't have a 2, so I can't activate the skunk works. Well, I could. Then what do I do with my 5? So I could spend a metal on my medical school to get me a vitamin, spend that vitamin to change this 4 to a 2, and then use that in skunk works to generate another good. And draw 2 more cards. Okay, I want to see what cards I draw from this. Maybe that'll be what I need. A fulfillment center. That's a little late for that. And a recycling plant. Neither, I don't really like either of them. All right. But I got options, just not very good ones. Oh, okay. I see a really interesting play. Because I'm like, I want to generate some energy. Oh, shoot. Dang it. I see a really interesting play, but I can't do it because I'm pretty sure you can only activate the medical school once. Like training cards, like I always tap them just to. Let me triple check that, because if that's the case, then my plan is ruined. It's ruined completely. Which I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Sorry, I know it's not very exciting me looking at rules. Basic actions, building cards. Activating cards. Oh, each card can only be activated once per turn. Dang it. Because I saw a really good play that essentially what I was going to do was spend the 5 in the mine, get a medal, spend the medal on the medical school, get a vitamin, spend 1 energy to activate the golem, get a 1-value dice, change the 1 to a 3 with the vitamin, and then get 3 energy. It would be all this work to get a net 2 energy, but it's what I need, so it would have worked if I could have activated the school again, but I guess that's that. Oh, I guess I still didn't do anything with this 5. I'll just get some metal. Or, oh, yeah, I'll get some metal. And then I'll also discard this beacon to get a little bit more metal. So I'll be 3 metal total. Dang it, that would have been such a neat little play. It wouldn't have been that great, but it would have helped me out. All right, so let's see what the machine's doing, and then we'll be on to the final turn. Big rolls for them. All right, so they're grabbing 4. Oh, this is their first monument. Wow. Took them long enough. Purple, they are not scoring 4. Blue, they're sabotaged. So I'll go ahead and flip that. And yellow, they are scoring 4, so that's another point. Is that 2, 4, 6, 8? Yeah, they're up to 10. It's looking really tight again. Yeah, it is. Which is fine, but I'm not feeling as confident. I don't know. Maybe we'll see. They just have a lot more goods than they did in any of the other games, which is very concerning to me. But they only have 1 monument, so maybe that's not really going to make that much of a difference, but maybe it will. I just got to go really crazy this last turn. Which hired hands would be great, but I don't have the energy for it. Investor. Maybe the investor is good, except I don't have the card for it. I don't have a green card. Maybe I'll just grab the generalist at this point. I don't know what else to do. Seems like my best option. Generalist gets me a medal, a card, and 2 energy, which, yeah, that's good. My card is the cannery, and I get a medal and 2 energy. Final round. Come on, workers, give me something good. Okay, I got 3 4s and a 3. All right. I don't know if that's really that good. Okay. Well, I will go ahead and activate my golem with my 2 energy to give me a 2 golem, or a 2 golem, a 2 value worker with my 2, 3, 4. I'll put those all in my assembly line to get even more goods just thrown on top of this pile. Then I have some options. I'll go ahead and discard my recycling plant to activate my drone, and that gives me a 2 value dice, which I'll go ahead and throw in my skunkworks. Discard a metal to activate. It generates another good and gets me 2 more cards. Solar Ray and Sam the robot. Man, where were you earlier, Sam? Could use some extra dice. What can I build on this last turn? That would be decent. I have 2, 4. I could put the fulfillment center. I don't have enough energy really to do that, but I kind of do. I have stuff with like the medical school. I could get another like vitamin and get like the robot maybe. That's not gonna work because I need, well, then if I build the robot, then I can't build the fulfillment center. You know, let me build the robot. We'll just see what happens. So discard that to build the robot down. Well, it's pretty much off the screen at this point. Way down there. Cost me a metal and energy to do so. And then it costs some metal to activate them. So I'll go ahead and do that. And that lets me roll an extra dice. I will go ahead and roll a dice and I get a 6. Okay. Can you still use the generalist? What do you mean? I mean, I already got the benefits from it, which was just a metal, a card, and 2 energy. So I think that's all they give me. Still got all these cards. I got a 4, 4, and a 6. I guess I do have matching stuff. Oh, but I don't have a... I thought I still had like a... I forget what it's called. Manufacturing, which I don't. And I have the fulfillment center, but now I don't have a matching card. Oh, man. I could build another cannery, except I don't have the energy. Not good options. What can I build that gives me the most VP, I guess? Everything gives me 1. Yeah, I don't have enough energy or... Yeah, I think I'm pretty much done. I can get at least 1 more victory point somehow. Like I can for sure spend this metal on my medical school, get me a vitamin. I will then use that vitamin to change this 4 to a 3 and place that in generate to get me 3 energy, which is great. And then I will put the 4 and the 6 both down here, I guess, to get me 2 metal. And now I can maybe build something. I can build stuff for sure, but what do I guess it doesn't really matter what I build. Yeah, okay, I'll go ahead and build the cannery since I like the cannery. Costs me 2 metal and 2 energy. Would be great if I could actually use it, but at least it'll get me a point. So that's something. And that's it for my final turn. Let's wrap this game up and see how it's gonna end. Refresh all my cards. I guess I don't really need to, but whatever. And let's see what the machines do in their final turn. Their production is unfortunately done being repaired, so they will score for it this final round, but it's pretty unavoidable at this point. So they're grabbing the top card of the deck. Another purple card. Got a decent amount of them. And surprisingly, they're not scoring for purple. They are scoring for blue, and they are scoring for yellows. That's 2 more points. I feel like I'm gonna get crushed. I feel like I'm gonna at least lose by like 4 points or something, maybe. I don't know. I feel like they have way more goods than normal, but it's the end of this game. So let's do a tally up and see how we're looking. So starting with my factory, starting with the buildings, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then adding on my goods, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21. Yeah, definitely not as good. That's 2 points worse than my last game, which was 2 points worse than my previous game. So 21 total. Let's see what the machine did. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, 27. So I lost by 6 points this round. Yeah, that seems right. I felt like I didn't do as, I mean, out of the 3 games, this is the worst I've done. But I mean, the machine also has done the best they have done so far out of any of the 3 games. So unfortunate, but that was a loss. Can't win them all. I mean, this machine's insane, so I wouldn't expect to win them all, but it was close. Yeah, I feel like I think I just didn't. I shouldn't have used the assembly line. I don't really like that card, to be honest. I think just compared, like I said, to the other cards that do similar stuff, even if the other ones are a little bit harder to activate, they give you an extra dice, which just really is valuable when you're having to spend 3 of your dice to activate just 1 card. So I don't know. I blame that card. I mean, I blame myself, but I mainly blame that card. But it is what it is. It was also the reliquary. Maybe I didn't fully utilize that to its potential, so who knows. I'll try to just split these cards up a little bit. Yeah, man, we went through almost half the deck again. That's probably actually just a little bit more than half the deck. Jeez. Oh, yeah, crushed by the machine indeed. But you know what? It's the first loss of today, so I'll take it. Another terrific solo game. Red Cathedral with expansion. Is that a newer game, or did they just like make a newer version? Because I feel like when I went to Gen Con this year, I remember hearing / seeing stuff about Red Cathedral, but I also thought it was an older game. So is it like, but what is it about? Because if it's like I like building games, like city building and factory building, stuff like that. So if it's any sort of like building, I mean, it's a Red Cathedral, but I'm kind of curious. All right, shuffle all this up. Reliquary, not a great corporation. Well, I guess it's maybe not the worst, but I mean, especially solo, I don't tend to go for monuments because they just don't seem as worth it. So it was a nice extra source of metal for sure, but that's pretty much all it was. Shuffle up all these. How are we doing on time? Oh, we could definitely squeeze in at least 1 more game for sure. This next game will probably be the last one though. Shuffle and deal these out fast. Split the deck a little bit and kind of just mix the cards around so we get a wide variety. Okay, Mega Factory. Maybe I'll have to, and Strange Crystals. Good cards on the market means they're gonna just take them all away the second I try to get to them. Okay, I'm gonna take a quick sip of water. Gotta stay hydrated. All right, so let's see. It's a dice placement as well. Okay, and that's one thing is like this is a dice placement game, and I really like that aspect of this game. And I don't think I have any other games that work like this with like dice placement. I think the closest is Three Sisters, kinda. Three Sisters is kind of like that. But like, I think that's pretty much it. Maybe some of the Tiny Epics, like Tiny Epic Galaxy. Those aren't really, I don't know. Those aren't really dice placement, are they? So yeah, I do like dice placement, especially I think the one thing though is like, I do like dice games, but also I feel like pretty much for me, they have to have some sort of like mitigation to it. If you're just like rolling the dice and there's no way to mitigate your luck at all, that I don't love. And that's why I really like the one expansion that adds the vitamins in this game, because I think having some way to kind of manipulate your dice a little bit really helps with the odds and whatnot. 2 new corporations. We got standard tools. So when building the blueprint cards you discard do not need to match the tool of the card you are building. Or Labor League, which training cards can be activated twice per round and costs 1 energy less to activate. So I really feel like Labor League is just not going to come up a whole lot. I've hardly used training cards at all. I think last round with the medical school was the first I have this stream. So I think I'm gonna just go with standard tools. Sorry, Labor League. And this will give me 3 cards. Well, maybe I should have did the bot stuff first, because I just drew 2 monuments. Which I don't like monuments. Metal and 2 energy. You only get the bot stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 blue cards. 4 out of their 5 cards are blue. Their production. I still don't. I guess maybe that's not that bad. I don't know. I don't know how the math works out. That like, would it be better if all 4 were here, or if they were like spread out? Like, I don't, because I feel like there's pros and cons to either side, but I don't know which one's like, which one's better. After Legacy you. Thanks for stopping by, John. Appreciate having you and appreciate all the recommendations and whatnot. It's always appreciate it when people can come and hang out. Always makes streaming a lot more fun. But yeah, you'll have to see how this next game goes. Hopefully it's a win. We'll see. I mean, last game wasn't so great, so you know, we'll see. I tend to like games with dice. Sieges of Valeria, Pandemic the Cure. Oh, Pandemic, that's true. Monster Expeditions, Sagrada, Spider's End, Dinosaur Rolling Right, Full Player Expansion, Nemo's War. Okay. How is Dinosaur Islands roll and right? Because I know there's at least 2 games that are kind of similar to each other. I know there's like that one. I don't remember the other name of the other one, but I think it's another Dinosaur Island, or made by like the same company, or like in that same I don't know, like that same kind of game. I don't even know what to call it, series, I guess. Yeah, I guess Pandemic. I do have the World of Warcraft Pandemic. That's not Pandemic the Cure, which I haven't played. I didn't realize Spider's End uses dice, because I thought that was mainly. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Oh wait, Spire's End. No, I'm thinking of Aeon's. Aeon's End is the deck builder, right? Okay, Spire's End is something completely different. I don't know if. Interesting. Rowan Wright is fantastic. Okay. Better than Hadrian's Wall. That's a statement. I mean, Hadrian's Wall is great. I don't think it's like anything crazy, but I think, you know, that's interesting. It's better though. It is great. You can get an engine going up. It's combo fantastic. You get right up your map. Okay. Maybe I'll touch. I have a list of games that I've been trying to not buy too many new games recently, because I still have a fair amount of games on my shelf that I haven't played. So I'm like, with the exception of Gen Con, I've been really like trying not to buy too many games, but I have like a ton that I want to get to and try. So I'm gonna have to. That is on my list though. And yeah, I'll have to maybe add Legacy of You, since y'all have been hyping that up quite a bit. But all right, final game, the Standards Tool Corporation. Let's see how this goes. All right, and my starting hand is not loving it, to be honest. But I do have a vending machine to start, so I could get that first turn and then get vitamins for every card I build. Could be good. All right, let me see what's in the market. Nothing good on the contractor side, so I could grab the Strange Crystals. That is an option, though I'd probably prefer to grab the Mega Factory, so I actually have some ways to start getting goods, because that's kind of important. So you know what? I will do that. I will grab the Mega Factory. I swear, if they take the Strange Crystals, I mean, It is what it is, but I will be upset. So let's see. I forgot. Yeah, when building, my blueprint card does not have to match the symbol. I kind of forgot about that. Okay. Actually, a decent roll. It could be better, but I mean, I'll still take it. So I'll first. Why did I place these upside down? What was I? What were these cards? I'm confused what those cards were. I have zero idea. Were those from the last game? I don't know. Whatever. I'm discarding this and playing my vending machine. So now whenever I build stuff, I'll get to vitamin for it. So right up a park and your visitors get eaten. Interesting. I mean, that's what happens with dinosaurs. I don't have it on my shelf anymore, but the one dinosaur game I did have was Tiny Epic Dinosaurs, which I wasn't a huge fan of. That's why it's not really on my shelf anymore. But yeah, I do like it. I think dinosaur themed games are pretty interesting, and that's the Roar and Write one is what I've definitely heard good things about. So I don't even know what I want to do here. I guess a 3 to generate a little bit more energy. Well, yeah, I'm gonna need a little bit more energy. And then I don't have any way to get more metal, really. Well, I mean, I could put the 4 and the 6 down here, but that's only gonna get me 2. And then that's kind of it. I guess I'll put my other 3 up top just to draw another card. That gets me, ooh, the Harvester I do kind of like. Either put 2 of the same dice to either get 4 metal or 7 energy. Would be pretty handy. Back to the machine. I guess back to the machine. It's their first turn. Let's see what they're starting with. Thank goodness they didn't take the strange crystals. I'll add that. So they're already at 5 cards in their production. Ridiculous. And they are scoring for purple. Surprisingly not scoring for blue though, but they're still generating 1 good. So, all right. Slow start for them maybe. We'll see. Back to my turn. I could hire the Saboteur. I kind of like the Harvester though, but yeah, I do like the Harvester. So I think I will just grab the strange crystals and then hope for the best. I hope that maybe I'll grab the Saboteur next round, or I don't know. Let's see what my dice are looking like though. Yikes. 1, a 2, a 1, and a 3. What do I need for the Mega Factory? I need 3 of the same. I don't have any. Okay, but that's fine. No, this is not fine. Because now I don't have any way to get metal. Oh, man. Or I could build the Harvester and then use that to get metal for the next turn. Gosh, okay. So I will discard the Promenade to build the Harvester. Activate my vending machine to get my vitamin. And the Harvester costs a metal, 2 energy to build, but then I can put both of my 1s in here to get 4 metal, which is pretty great. I definitely need the metal, and none of my dice were going to allow me to get metal that way. So cool. Next up, I'm going to, well, let me hold on. I was going to get more energy, which is always good. Maybe I will. But I want more cards also. I'm going to take 3 of my metal. I could use another metal, but I don't have any way to get metal. Let's go take 2 energy and 2 energy. Okay, well, I guess I will. I will use that 3 to generate a bit more energy. And then the 2 to hopefully draw. I guess it doesn't matter what card I draw. It's a robot. I like the robots. This is a predicament because I like all 3 cards I have, and I got to get rid of one of them. To build something, because I kind of wanted to build a strange crystal so I can use it next round, start getting some more vitamins. But then I have to get rid of the robot. Sam the robot, I'm sorry, you're gone. Why did I put these like that? I never do that. So that will go up there, and that costs 2 energy and 3 metal to build. Okay. Fine and dandy. So that's going to be it for my turn. This feels like a bit like Machikoro. I don't think I've played Machikoro. How is it? Is Machi like a... Is that like an engine building game, or is it more like the dice placement that feels similar? I'm always on the lookout for more engine building games because they're probably one of my favorite types of games. But and I do like, you know, with caveats, I do like dice games. Boy, they rolled high, but that's actually good. They rolled high. Well, kind of. So first, that means they're wiping out the contractors. So goodbye, Saboteur. Even though I wasn't really going to hire them probably next round. Oh, there's another one right in the same spot. Okay. Then they're drawing the top card of the deck, which is a scrapyard. And then finally, they're sabotaging me. I don't think they are sabotaging me, though. I'll triple check the rules again. But I think since none of the buildings I have actually can produce goods, then I don't think... See, I'm curious. Can a card get sabotaged even if it doesn't produce goods? Automatically sabotage the most goods. In this case, if there's a tie, if there's no cards with goods on it, the player decides which non-monument card gets sabotaged. If there's no valid targets. I never ran into this issue because none of my 3 cards produce goods. I don't know how that would work. I don't know. How does that work? Do they even, because I would get it if it's a place that could produce goods, but none of these even can. Any of y'all in chat know? Or do you have an opinion about how the machine should sabotage me, or if it would? Because it always sabotages the place that has the most goods. If not, then I would choose. But none of these can produce goods. Does that matter? I don't think it does. I think it's still gonna get something's gonna get sabotaged, I think. But then what? I guess I could choose like the vending machine, I suppose. Don't love it, but whatever. I'll just play it like that, I guess. I don't really know how that would work. Maybe I'll have to like post on Board Game Geek about that at some point just to get an answer. So I don't know. I guess it doesn't specify that the building has to produce goods, but that was just more my assumption, but whatever. Purple, they don't score for. Blue, they also don't score for. All right, look at that. Maybe things are starting to go our way this game. All right, so no contractors I really want, so I'm just gonna grab a random card to help build the mega factory. And I want to activate the strange crystals to get another vitamin, thank goodness. So hopefully I can actually activate the mega factory once I build it. Okay, I got a 1, 1, 2, and 3. So I'm gonna have to... This still works, but it was kind of close. So I could spend the vitamin to change this 3 to a 4. Place the 4 in the mines, that gets me a medal. Now I have enough that I could spend my promenade to build the mega factory, which costs 3 metal and 2 energy. And then I have a 1, 1, 2. I can change with the vitamin them to be all 1s and put them in the mega factory to get 2 goods and an extra dice of any value. Pretty sweet. Which I think I'll go with a 4 and place that in the mine to get me 3 metal because I kind of need it. So, oh well, yeah, I'll still do that. I could. The other option is I could repair the vending machine. I'll wait one more round because I do have the strange crystals giving me vitamins every round. So like, I do have that, but you can't really have enough vitamins in this game. Well, I guess you could. If you have more than 12, you'd have to discard down, but you know what I mean. Okay, so back to the machine's turn. I don't know why I just tried to draw a card. See what they do. So 4, they're taking the Enigma engine. I didn't even see that was in the market. I guess that's what replaced the card I just drew. That's unfortunate. And as far as what they're scoring for, purple, they are not. Blue, they are. And yellow, they are not. So that is 1 point, 1 good produced for them. back to my turn. I don't have any cards, so I can't hire any contractors. So I will just grab the obelisk to maybe hold on to for the next round and then hire the saboteur. So back to the work phase. Let's see what I get. A 1, 3, 5, and a 4. That's not too great, at least for activating my mega factory. I don't really have any way to get extra stuff, so this is not the best. I don't know what the best option here is. I guess I will use the vitamin to change this 4 to a 5. Place both 5s in the harvester. And yeah, I'll get 4 metal. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Sweet. And then okay, yeah, I was like, wait, did I just do something real dumb? No. Then I can place my 3 and generate some energy. And then finally, I'll place my 1 on the vending machine to start repairing that. So I pop that down. That worker's fixing that. And that's it for my turn. Nothing too crazy. Kind of setting up more for next turn. So we'll see what happens. But refresh all my stuff. Back to the machine. Please don't sabotage me. Okay. Grabbing card number 2, which unfortunately is a monument. Let's see. Purple, they are scoring for. Blue, they are. Yellow, they are not. So 2 points. Okay. Then that is it for their turn. And I guess I'll go with my original plan of why I grabbed the obelisk to hire the saboteur. That will allow me to draw 2 cards. I get the mother lode and the nuclear plant. I do like both of those. And I'll go ahead and sabotage their production and roll up my workers. I guess my vending machine is fixed, and also my strange crystals will activate. Okay. What? I got a 1 and a 1, a 4 and a 4. I have 1 vitamin. That's not good. It's not, I don't know, I can't activate the mega factory this way. Yeah, no, that's no good at all. Even if I were to have another vitamin, I could change a 1 to like a 3, then it's not a 4. I don't think this mega factory I'm kind of leaning on for my main resource production, which maybe isn't the best idea. So let me do this. I'll put both ones in research to draw 3 cards. Try to get some other buildings built. I can actually start producing some resources. Okay, these are good options. The airport, biolab, nuclear plant are all fine options. Airport specifically is pretty good for solo because it doesn't normally how the airport works is at the end of the phase you could choose opponent to gain extra dice their next turn, but it doesn't matter in solo. So it's essentially just like you place a dice and you get some goods. So maybe I'll build that. It costs 2 metal and an energy. It's got stuff for days. I got resources for days. So build the airport. 2 metal and an energy. Done and done. And then my vending machine will activate to give me another vitamin. Okay, well, I could build some other stuff, but I don't know what I would want to build. Could build the nuclear plant. I kind of do like that. So maybe I will discard the biolab to build the nuclear plant. That costs 2 and 2. And then I should be able to... Yeah, I'll go ahead and activate it. I probably should save my vitamins to activate the Mega Factory, but nah, it's fine. I need to have another way to produce goods, so I'll do that there. Place the 4 in the airport and get a good there. So that's up to 4 goods. That's something. And that's it for my turn. Back to the machine. They're still sabotaged in their production, which is great. Go ahead and flip that just so I don't forget. They're taking card number 2, so adding to their production more. As far as what they're scoring for, purple, nope. Blue, nope. Yellow, no. Okay, well, simple enough. They're still sitting at 4 goods, and it's back to my turn. I'm not really seeing anything good in the market or the contractors. So I'll grab the architecture firm, mainly because it has that green tool symbol, which then I can use to hire the apprentice, because I do like the apprentice. So we'll go with that and see what my roll up my workers. I guess I'll go ahead and activate the strange crystal first. Let's see if I can actually activate my Mega Factory this turn. Looks like it. I got a 2, a 3, a 3, and a 5. It's pretty lucky. So I can spend that 2 to make this a 3. 3 3s in the Mega Factory will activate it. And then I'll get an extra dice to spend of any value, which I'll go ahead and just make it a 6 to place it in the nuclear plant to get that going a little bit more. And that generates me some energy. Good old nuclear power. Put the 5 in the airport to get another good produced there. And then I don't think I really want to build anything. So I think I'll just chill. I think that's it. Pretty quick turn. Refresh that. And cool. I'm at 2, 4, 6, 8. All right. I'm cruising along. Let's see what the machine's doing now. They're grabbing. Oh, they're grabbing a training card. I never would have seen that coming. What are they scoring for? Purple. They are. Blue. They are. Yellow. They are not. And red. They are not. So 2 points. Bring them up to 6 goods, which is, they're starting to get up there in their good amount now. So I need to start ending this game here probably soon. Back to me. I will go ahead and go with my plan of discarding the architecture firm to hire the apprentice, which gives me a card and lets me roll an extra dice. So 5 dice total. Go ahead and activate the strange crystals before I forget. Get myself a vitamin. See how these dice are looking. Pretty good. 2, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So I can use this dice or the vitamin to change this 3 to a 2. 3 2s in the Mega Factory. It's 2 more goods, and it gives me an extra dice of any value. Excuse me. Which I will go ahead and make that another 6 and put it into the nuclear plant to get some more goods and energies. What am I at? Goods wise, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna activate the airport. So this will be the penultimate round already. We're already here. Crazy. I don't feel ready for it, but we're, you know, we'll see it. We'll see what happens. I think I'll put this 5 up here to draw a card. Scrapyard is no good to me right now. And a 4 in there to get another good produced. Okay. I don't know how this game's gonna go. I'm feeling all right. It's gonna be close, to be sure. They already have 6 goods, which is worrying. But 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, I've triggered the end of the game, so next round will be the last one. Let me reroll that. All right, so they are grabbing utility card, black market. As far as what they're scoring for, purple they are not, blue they are, yellow they are not, and red they are not. So thankfully only 1 point. As we move on to the final round of the game. And this will be the last game. So final round of the final game. I could get like the drone to make sure I could build extra stuff. Could get the cannery to get some extra points. I wish I could get both. I could use the demolitionist to get some extra resources. I don't really need that. I need extra dice, which I don't have an option for. I would like to hire like the specialist. That would be pretty great. I think I'll just go with the cannery. The drone might be good, but I'll take the cannery. Strange crystals will activate, giving me a vitamin. And let's see what my workers are doing on this final turn. A 1, a 2, a 3, and a 3. Well, once again, I'm thankfully going to be able to activate my mega factory again. So I make that 2 and 2 a 3. Put all those there. That's another 2 goods and another dice that I will probably just make into a 6 again to activate the nuclear plant, because why not? I need as many points as possible. Cool. Wonder which one of these is worth. They're pretty much all worth the same amount of points, so it's not going to be any difference. So I'll go ahead and place the cannery down there. 2 energy and 2 metal. Since I built something, vending machine will go off and give me a vitamin back, even though it doesn't matter. And yeah, just place this in the airport, I guess. That's gonna get me a point regardless, so I'll go ahead and do that. And I think that'll wrap up my final turn. Feeling all right now. I got a decent amount of goods on the board. We'll see how that ends out. Oh, I'm just throwing dice everywhere at this point. I'm messing up their thing. Oh my goodness, I'm losing it. All right, final round for the machine. Let's see what they're doing. So they're grabbing the think tank. I don't even know if they keep adding once they get past 6 to their little tableau, but we'll keep doing it. Purple, they're scoring 4. Blue, they are. Yellow, they are not. Red, they are not. So 2. They got a lot of points. Is that 7 points? 7 goods? No, wait, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. It's 9. It's not good. It's a lot of goods. All right, but that's it for this final round of this final game. Let's tally this up and see how this ends. So starting with my compound, starting with the buildings, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then adding all my goods, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. 22, I don't think that's gonna be enough, but let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 23. Oh, the machine beat me by 1 point. I mean, technically 2, because if we would have tied, that's still a loss for me, but so close, so close. I mean, I guess it's fair enough. You know, I beat the machine in the first couple games by only like 1 point, so it seems pretty appropriate that the final game, the machine comes back with a win by just 1 point. I guess it's better, you know, than last game. I kind of lost by a decent margin, but this was a little bit closer, but still a loss. Oh, well. GG, thanks for the stream. No problem, Wookie. Appreciate you stopping by and hanging out and watching me build some factories and kind of winning against the machine. I mean, I guess I got a 50% win rate. I did 4 games total, right? So that's not bad. I'll take that. Close indeed, yes. I don't know what I could have done different. I guess the harvester, I only used that I think once or twice. So maybe if I had something else to like produce goods, like a battery factory, I don't know. But yeah, that was fantastic factories, which I still love this game. I think it's great solo and multiplayer. I just love the engine building, the dice placement. I think playing with both expansions is my preferred way to play, and I wouldn't play without them at this point just because I like the vitamins, I like the sabotage mechanic, I like all the new cards it adds. Like, there's a lot of great stuff in this game, and I think I love that the bot AI is I like that it has really quick turns, like super quick. And then also I like that it's pretty easy to adjust the difficulty, which is however many cards start in its tableau, and it's pretty easy to adjust. So I really like that. I like the different corporations. I'm such a fan of this game. The art I think is charming. It's obviously not like anything crazy good, but I mean, I like how it looks, and the little Lego people and whatnot, and little animated, the colorful cards. But I mean, if you give me this art or something like Terraforming Mars, like I'll choose this art any day. But overall, yeah, I really, really like this game, and was glad to play it again on this channel, because it's been probably like, I haven't played this on here since my solo playthrough series where I played through all the corporations wrapped up, and I think that was like 5 or 6 months ago. It's been a while, so I'm glad to be playing some more of it. But it's definitely a good time. Machine put up a valiant fight, and at least got a couple wins in, so I'm happy about that. But we'll start wrapping up the stream here, but first I will hop over to my just chatting screen for a second, and like I always do, I'll quickly tease out what's upcoming on the channel for this week. So on Tuesday I will have a video coming out where I will be playing Jump Drive. I'm going to be playing in Jump Drive with all the new expansion stuff from the Terminal Velocity expansion, and I will be attempting campaign number 2. Not going to be playing through the whole campaign, probably just 2 games is what is my plan, but we'll see how that goes. But yes, so Tuesday I will be playing a bit of Jump Drive. On Thursday, I will be doing episode 3 of my Let's Roll Up a Dungeon series, where I will be using the D100 Dungeon source RPG to roll up some dungeons, which I am going to be, I like teased out my outline for it, which I'm currently changing just because I think the outline I had prepared will be better for a future source, so I'm kind of changing it. So I'll talk more about what the outline in the actual video, but it's going to be more, because D100 Dungeon generates more, it always seems like it's like more caves and kind of like not as structured of a dungeon, like it's more like a natural dungeon. So I'm kind of changing my outline a bit. So I'll talk about that more in the actual video. But yeah, Thursday will be Let's Roll Up a Dungeon episode 3 featuring D100 Dungeon. And then finally, next week on next Solo Gaming Sunday, I will be doing a print and play edition where I will be playing a couple of print and play board games. So specifically, I will be playing Mini Rogue and Doom Machine are the 2 that I will be playing. I have a decent amount of stuff printed out and ready, like print and play games. But those are the 2 I wanted to really dive into and kind of play. I had a couple other ones that I'll probably get to at some point. I already have like Deep Space D6 printed, Grove, which is the sequel to Orchard. I have printed. I have a couple that I haven't printed yet, but I want to play stuff like Black Sonata, Marquise, I think is how you pronounce it. I've heard both good things about both of those. So yeah, so next Sunday will be a print and play edition where I will be playing Mini Rogue and Doom Machine. But I'll probably do more print and plays streams in the future, or maybe like videos, just because I have a fair amount of those I want to get through and play at some point. So that's what's coming up this week. Tuesday, Jump Drive, attempting campaign 2. Thursday, Let's Roll Up a Dungeon with D100 Generator. And then finally, next Sunday will be Print and Play Edition with Mini Rogue and Doom Machine. And that's all I got for today. Thanks for the stream. Hope you have a great week. Thanks for stopping by, KDK. Appreciate you stopping by, hanging out. Hope you have a great week too. This was a fun stream. I'm glad I got to play some Fantastic Factories again. And yeah, I'm looking forward to some of the videos that are coming up here soon. Specifically like not this upcoming week, but the next week, I have a pretty fun one coming out. That'll be, I think, pretty cool. Hopefully people like it. I don't know. It's gonna be something kind of different, but also not like terribly different than my normal stuff. So that's that. So I'm gonna wrap up the stream here. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the stream, a like would always be greatly appreciated. And thank you to everybody who stopped and hung out live. It always makes it a lot more fun to stream when I have some people to chat with and hang out with, and throw suggestions or help me point out if I miss stuff like in the game. So appreciate y'all coming and hanging out live. It's always a good time. So thank you all so much. And until next time, I'll see you. Have a good week, everybody. Go build some factories or something. I don't know.